Hi, Sean. Hi, Kathy. Hi, Tina. Hi, Aurora. Nana Patty. It's a good thing I didn't call anybody for bail. You don't even know. Deb on the Move. Al's Pals. Nora, Mimi, Marisol. Nana Patty. I got Debbie Al. Danielle. Bella Mac. Hi, Bella Mac. Oh, wait till you hear what happened. Oh my gosh. Okay. Day started out okay. Took the video of the dog and all that, right? And then made the cookies. And then Jimmy said, I'm going to start dinner. And all of us, my daughter and Luke and Ethan, took the puppy for a walk. And we come back. Well, actually, hold on. My daughter was being really high anxiety about the puppy, okay? So she was freaking out that it was going to get lost. It was going to come out of the harness. It was coming out of the harness. It wouldn't want to walk. It was insane. We ended up calling Jimmy because she started freaking out and to get the car and pick us up halfway, okay? So we go home. We all walk in the door, and now, literally, we all walked in the door, okay? And Jimmy says, everything's ready. So we start eating, okay? And we eat. And then we're sitting in the family room. And Ethan comes in and says, now keep in mind that Ethan's been playing some jokes lately. It's almost like the Brady Bunch, right? No one's going to believe you. He goes, oh my gosh, guys, we've got a leak. And Jimmy goes, what do you mean? And Ethan says, there's water pouring out of the laundry room all down the hallway. And at this time, Jimmy is still sitting there like, what do you, and I'm going, are you serious, Ethan? Are you serious? And then suddenly Jimmy gets up and goes, oh my gosh. Shut the water. Okay. Let me give you a little backstory. Okay. Few years ago, we made an update in our laundry room because I needed somewhere to bathe the little dogs. So we had a stackable. We had the front loading washer and dryer at that time. And then, I don't know, we ended up getting the front loaders, removed them so that we could get to the, because I'm trying to remember how we used to have them. Yeah, we used to have them against the wall, but what we did was we almost made it like a little butler's pantry. So we put cabinetry across the back of the laundry room, and we moved the washer and dryer down, okay? And then we put in a huge farmhouse, stainless steel farmhouse sink, really, really big. And with one of those pull-down faucets and everything, that was to bathe the dogs. And somewhere along the line, Jimmy rinsed out paint in that sink, and then he let it dry there. And then he kept saying, I'll clean it, I'll clean it. Well, finally, the other day, I said to him, it's enough is enough now. We've got a new puppy. I'm going to clean the sink. I'm sick and tired of this, Jimmy. You're making a big deal out of nothing, right? Okay. So apparently he stopped the sink up, this big giant sink that's like the size of a bathtub. Okay, it's like one of the biggest farmhouse sinks you've ever seen. The farmhouse sink I've owned is huge. This is huge. Jimmy stopped the sink up while we were out taking a walk. Okay, and he started running water, hot water, in the sink, and he forgot all about it. And when we came home, we didn't even hear water running. And what happened was the sink overflowed all in the laundry room, down the hallway. And then I said, oh my gosh, Jimmy, how did you not know this? And he goes, oh, and then what do I think immediately? Oh my gosh, the basement. Because I know the water's been sitting there, this much water on the floor. Go down in the basement, and the water is pouring. The water's pouring down. I'm like, oh my gosh, right? Oh my gosh. Thankfully, the area where it poured down was where the oil tanks are, okay? If that would have like destroyed all of my craft stuff or the Christmas decorations or the Christmas trees, I would have been out of my freaking mind, okay? But I'm looking and I'm saying, oh my gosh, Jimmy. And he's upstairs. He's not even thinking about the basement, okay? I'm the one that thought about it. He gets this big mop, and he's soaking up all this water. So he comes running down and says, I soaked up all the water. And I'm like, look at it down here. Look at it down here, right? And he goes, it's okay. It's not really that much, and I think I'll just blow a fan on it. I said, Jimmy, if we get mold down here, I am going to go through the roof. I said, there's a shop vac. We need to get some of this water up. So he goes, okay. Now at this point, I go upstairs because I've had it. I've absolutely had it. I have water that's dripped on my head. I've had it. So I know I'm going to go take a shower. So I said, you know what, daggone it? I'm going to clean that dang sink. And I don't know how I'm not in jail. I don't know how I'm not in jail because I think somebody would have killed him. And, oh, really, Hayuani? Yes, maybe I should do that. I know who you are, Hayuani. So Sakura girl, you could go take yourself somewhere else because nobody needs you here, Sakura girl, with your smart mouth. Why don't you just keep going, sweetheart? I know you can't stop listening to me, and I know you can't stop this. Yeah, I'm going to make an insurance claim to get my whole house done. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm doing that tomorrow. You didn't know that? I'm getting a whole new kitchen, everything. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my gosh. So I'm not mistaken. I know who you are, Huyuani, or whatever the heck your name is. I know it, and I can show you screenshots. Email me, and I'll show you the screenshots and your friends that have told me who you are. Bye-bye. Okay. So, yeah, good. She's hide her, just gone. Okay. And so now this is pouring through, and I said, my gosh, the insulation, right? Jimmy, the insulation. So he goes, oh my gosh. And so I said, we've got to get the insulation down because this is in the part of the basement that's, it doesn't have anything on, it's just the rafters and insulation, right? Thankfully. So he's down there with the shop vac. I go up there and hi Jen H. I go up there and I start with the sink. And can I tell you what he said about the sink? I'm like, this sink isn't that bad. You needed some elbow grease, but an hour and a half later I had it done. An hour and a half later it was perfect. Okay? Now, but I'm freaking out because I'm opening the cabinets. I said we need to get a fan in here. I've made everything dry. Thankfully, the cabinets and stuff, because the apron of the farmhouse sink came out far, the water ran onto the tile floor, down, which was a tile floor, through the basement. And then he got up most of the water with the mop. But guess what? While I'm cleaning the oh, hey there, Jubilant Jane, welcome. While I'm cleaning the sink, he comes flying up. And he goes, "You're not going to believe this." I said, "What?" He goes, "I got the shop vac out. You were right. I didn't even think we needed it. But I put it under the oil tank." Hey, Cindy, thank you for becoming a deputy rambler. He goes, "I put it under the oil tank, and I heard a weird noise in the shop vac, and I didn't realize 12 gallons of water were already sucked up." I said, 12 gallons of water? Yeah. So he empties that, and then I think he went back and did it again. Okay? That's how much water was in the basement. Okay? So then I was so crazed, okay, with everything I'm doing, and I'm throwing stuff away. I'm just because he had like a drop cloth in there, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this freaking canvas is soaking wet. Get it the freak out of here. I'm just like throwing stuff, and then I thought I threw my thyroid medication away. I couldn't find my thyroid medication. So my gosh, this is great. How did I throw that away? Oh my gosh. Right? So I spent about an hour and a half looking for that, making sure that I didn't throw it away, and we found it. It got knocked into something else. So then after we cleaned all that up, I felt pretty proud of the sink. I went and I took I took a shower because I felt I was sweating so bad cleaning that sink. It was like an aerobic workout, okay? It was running down my face. So, but I'm happy. I'm really happy because I got the sink is done now, and he had made such a big deal about it. And then he goes like this. He kept making kept coming and going like this. "I'm a blockhead." I'm a blockhead. But I'm like, "Yeah, you are." And he's like, "I can't believe this. I can't believe you can't leave me alone. You can't let me do." He's like, "I'm dangerous." I'm like, "How could you not?" I said it then when Ethan came in and said that there's a leak. Didn't a light bulb go off? That crap, I left the sink on. Because you should have seen Jimmy. He was going like this. "What do you mean a leak? What are you talking about, the sink?" Like, it wasn't even registering that he left the freaking sink on. He scares me sometimes. He really does. Truthfully, scares me. Oh, I know, Tina, but I did have plenty of water left. But I got the sink clean. That's a good thing. And thankful that it didn't fall on anything in the basement that, you know what I mean? It could have come down in a lot of other areas in the basement that would have been real bad problems. And it didn't. It came down by the oil tanks. Ugh. In the utility area. So, oh gosh. He left the sink running. Yes. In the laundry room, but it's a big giant farmhouse sink. And he left it running. Because he's ADHD. He's like a woman on diet pills because he's not eating a lot because of trying to make weight for this upcoming powerlifting competition that he's got to go into to qualify for something else. And I guess he thought, oh, I'll put on the water and then I'll come back. Yeah, not the farmhouse. This doesn't have an overflow. Mm-mm. My farmhouse in the kitchen doesn't have an overflow either. Yeah, Karen, we didn't catch it in time. And I don't know how we all walked in. We all walked in the door and nobody heard the water running. Because I think at that time, it probably was so high that it didn't, it wasn't like running into hitting the stainless steel of the sink. And it also could not have been pouring off the apron at that time. So now I said to him, tomorrow, because he's got I said, that insulation is going to have to come down. Oh my gosh, I hate insulation. He hates insulation with a passion. If I take it down, we're not putting insulation. I said, we have to put insulation back up. Why? Just for noise? No, Jimmy, for a lot of other things. So tomorrow I've got to get him to pull that insulation out because it's got to be soaked. Yes, Kathy, but he's like, he's joking around about like what a goof up he is. And it's so funny because if I would have done something like that, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I'm the opposite. You think like I'm screaming or yelling. I'm not. And the exact opposite. I just become very quiet. And just clean the sink. And say you could use the shop vac. I don't go, oh my gosh, what did you do, you stupid idiot? No. I just clean the sink. Yeah, we have dehumidifiers down there. And that's what we did too in the laundry room. He also put a fan in the window to just like suck everything out if there's any humidity. But it's dry. It's very dry outside. And the laundry room is in good shape now. The laundry room's in good shape because thankfully everything was like off the floor in there. There was nothing but the washer and the dryer, and the way it was, the water just made a path out the door. It didn't even go like under the washer or dryer, thankfully. It went out the door. It was going into the hallway. And then it was going down into the basement. Thanks, Elizabeth T. So, hi, Sharon Martin. Your friend was your ex-friend or whoever the heck she is was just here under her Kuyuwani name. Just let you know. A friend of me, whatever they are. I'm like you. My anger would be inside while cleaning up the mess. Yeah. And then he'll come by and he'll go, wow, I don't know what's wrong with me. Wow, you're doing a good job on that sink. Oh, that's really good. But I got it started for you or whatever, But anyway, I did the sink. And then I guess he was like, you know what? We should really move the washer and dryer down a little more and then you'll have more room to open the drawers. I'm like, yeah, I know. You have the most useless on for 5 hours over the last 2 days and no water in the tray. Well, it's either useless or you don't have any humidity in your house. What do you think? Is it very dry, or do you feel like you have humidity and it's not working? Well, they're tile floors. I mean, what's going to happen? It's going to get dry. It didn't go on wood floors. You know, tile floors are pretty forgiving. And like I said, downstairs, the rafters and everything are exposed. So tile floors are used to getting wet, like in showers, and how many people have bathrooms and stuff that have overflowed, right? I'm not going to do that. It's such a little area downstairs. You know what I'm saying, Kathy from Texas? He just got to pull the insulation out. It's not even, you don't even have to go through sheetrock. It's right up in the rafters. It's really very simple. You can smell dampness, Robbity Bob, and your thing's not working? Yeah, I think it'll be fine. I like putting 806. Yes, everything will be fine. She's got a good attitude. Carolyn, remember the paint on your dolls. Carolyn, remember the paint on your dolls? Will the oil tanks be okay? Remember I got the paint off my dolls. The oil tanks will be fine. Yeah, because a lot of people have oil tanks outside in the elements. The oil tanks are fine. He sopped up all the water with the shop vac downstairs. Okay, and now he's got a fan running down there. And then tomorrow I'm going to have him just pull that insulation out. If it's soaking wet, just pull it out, put it in a garbage bag, and get rid of it. Hey, Jeremy, how are you? Thank you. So I'll have him do that. And then I told him he just hates handling insulation. But it's not that much insulation, like I said. And I can have my son Michael put it in. But we definitely have to just tell him which one you have to replace it. What about the little mice that live in the rafters? Well, I don't think there's any over there. That's it. So yeah, we cleaned it up. I mean, like I said, the floor, like we've had probably that floor's flooded once from the washing machine, the laundry room. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think to the extent that it went down there, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Because any there's all concrete. It's not even a wood subfloor. It's concrete board. So it'll be fine. Hey, Lisa Ward. I remember Liza. We have a Liza Ward and a Lisa Ward. I wonder if they're sisters. Yes, yes, we did have a flood caused by my husband. It could have been a hell of a lot worse. It really could have been, because half of that utility room has Christmas decoration boxes and stuff. And if it was the other half, even though most of the stuff is in the totes, there's some stuff that's big, and maybe it could have been a disaster. It was just luckily on one side that just had the oil tanks and like the well tank and cement floor, and that's it. And then he just sucked the water up with the shop vac. Oh yeah, and then I haven't got yeah, we took the puppy, and then we came home, and the puppy was playing, and now Luke has the puppy up in bed. Well, he has like the crate, little plastic crate right next to them, and she's up there with them. Thank you, Jerry. But that was what we were doing, and my arms are so sore from scrubbing the paint out of that sink. Oh gosh. But now I can bathe my dogs. Now my laundry room is, my sink, because he wouldn't let me go near that sink. I was like cut off from the sink because he said he had not. So at least I got, that done. We have to grout the tile backsplash behind it because there's a marble subway tile backsplash, and we have to grout it because the contractor put it up, and then I don't know what the hell happened. And then he left, and he got so busy because people got hail damage, and he never got back. And then Jimmy and I said, well, we can do it. So I just said to him, now that I've got the sink clean, we're going to grout that, and we'll do a video on it. And then he goes, okay. So we'll see. But I'm just glad because I pulled the cabinets open over there. Thankfully, they weren't wet or ruined or anything, and I was going crazy. Yeah, something good came out of it. I got the sink clean. You're jealous of the new puppy? In the Midwest, we call them utility. No, it's not a utility sink, though. I know what you mean. I have one of those in my garage, but it's not a utility sink. It's a sink somebody would put in their kitchen. It's by Kraus. It's a beautiful sink. It's a big farmhouse sink. And it's got cabinets similar to these in there, okay, with the sink in it. And then it's got 3 big, huge drawers. And then above it's got a cabinet above it. And then there's a window over the sink. Kind of like a butler's pantry thingy. But I wanted to do it because of the dogs. I need somewhere to bathe them and take care of them. I didn't want to go out to, the garage because, I don't know, it's a big farmhouse. Yeah, an apron sink, a farmhouse sink. Mm-hmm. But it's not a utility sink. That's what I'm saying. Nobody in their right mind would dump paint in this sink but Jimmy. Okay, yeah. The contractors were cleaning stuff out in this sink, which I thought was bad enough. Like their paintbrushes, but I know they didn't leave a mess like this because when I said to Jimmy, this isn't right, when I thought and he goes like this, well, maybe it wasn't them, maybe it was me. So I got the whole thing clean, and it has a sink grill. So Jimmy's like, I'm just going to hit that with the power washer tomorrow. I'm like, okay. I'm glad you're feeling not so much pain. That's great, Sharon. But yeah, so it's been quite a night. Hi, Kathy Allison. How are you? And I cannot take morphine. What time did this happen? let's see, around probably about, oh, it was 8 o'clock. It was 8 o'clock. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, at least it's a little bit of help. You know what? I don't know where I put my phone. That's making me nervous. Hi, Danielle C. No, Karen, then I took a shower. Now my left hand is itching. I put on this that Ceci Darcy gave me because I was freaking out. And isn't it funny how we end up doing things you never planned on? Then you go, wow, that kind of... Yeah, well, yeah. At least everything's ready to bathe the dogs all the time, anytime I need it. And then what else? Just, I don't know. I just feel like so stressed out from that because I just like, I keep thinking like, oh gosh, did we check that? Oh gosh, did we check that? Oh, could it be doing that? Could it be leaking there? Could it be going there? But it was just amazing the way the water just stayed right. It didn't go in the closet in the laundry room. It didn't go under the washer or dryer. It just went in a path straight out the door into the hallway and into the basement. Shia. Yeah, what are you going to do? At least they were tile floors, right? You know what a nightmare that would have been? That's why I'm so glad I put tile in. You know? Can you imagine if that was like hardwood floors? What the freak would be? That would be a nightmare. But that's about the size of what happened today. I know, Linda Uribe. Oh my gosh. Hi, Debbie L. So what else? I don't know. I know pudding where it was just that was lucky. You know, the only thing the insulation, but that's a little thing, right? That can be easily switched out, you know. Can you imagine? My gosh. Is Jimmy hiding? No, well, then he was started making like jokes of it at the end, you know, like, oh, you guys should have. He went over to everybody and told me, Ethan, you should have told me. You guys should have told me. Why didn't you tell me? You know, he's like being cute and funny and trying to be all that. From a major. Oh, the pipes broke? Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm just so glad that that's. I'm trying to think of something. I'm trying to remember if I had carpeting. Carpeting. One time we got ice dam damage. I don't stop by as much, but I always try and rewatch when I can. You're such a kind soul. So cut Jimmy some slack. Okay, Jeremy, thank you. Thank you, Jeremy. Will do. Where's Alma? I hope you're okay, Alma. Hope Alma's okay. I haven't seen Alma in a few days. I hope she's okay. I've seen her in Slack, though. Really, yeah. Jimmy was relieved that he finally told you the truth. Jimmy was just relieved that he finally told you the truth and lived. That he finally told it to me about leaving the sink on? How could he not? Who else could it be? Or are you talking about the paint? I don't think he could have blamed it on anybody else because he was here alone. Oh, about the paint? Oh, making me think that the contractors did it? Is that what you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Well, he kind of did he did say, like, I don't know if maybe I did it or whatever. About the paint, yeah, blaming, yeah, but he didn't really blame it on the contractors, but he didn't really specify it. The dogs are fine. They're fine. We had them together again, but we try to keep the puppy, like, give her a lot of time by herself, like maybe an hour or so with Desi, because Desi's just very Desi, and she's really tiny. Oh, good. Your eye surgery went good? Good, sensible crime. Her hiding in her closet. Both she and hubby went to jail. What, Mert? I don't see what Mert is talking about. But I'm going to open up the phone lines because it's been quite a night. Let me open them up. It's been crazy. Just crazy. Where's Kevin Leonard? Maybe he's at the casino with his mom or something. Saturday night. Oh, I see your message, Nana Patty. Prayers for your sister. Well, there's a lot of stuff I missed in Slack, apparently. What was I going to say? Something else. know what it was. Something. Oh, where's Carol Boyce? See her inside. I hope everything's okay, Carol Boyce. Oh, what else do we have? Do. Oh, goodness. I'm trying to find my other email. So 10th Angel, you're sending me all this little pet shop. Oh my gosh. That is too cute. What's the little T for that you made a little T over there on that pet shop roof? Oh my gosh, I have to make this. Look at this. 10th Angel sent me this. It's a little pet shop. There's a Scotty in the window. And I think she has another picture she sent me. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Look at that. And those are the little windows. And does it have a little roof on it? You said, Carolyn, this is such a... I changed some of the animals and I made a better front door. So far it's not hard, but it takes a long time to cut out. Oh, it's darling. I love it. I'm going to have to make that. Let me see who's at this door. It's too skitty.
Hi.
Did you hear what happened?
Yes.
Can you believe that I didn't kill him?
I was shocked.
Oh my goodness.
Was it dried up paint that made it overflow or what?
No. No, the
No?
sink wasn't bad at all. Scooter, the sink was not bad at all. He told me that it was that he left it on.
Oh,
He plugged up the drain. He was going to soak the sink. He was supposed to go turn it off. He plugged up the sink and he left the water running.
Oh. I was wondering why it wasn't going down. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No, he put the stopper in the sink.
Is he in bed now?
Yeah. Yes. He's not dead. He's in bed. He's still living.
Oh,
Hi, everyone.
oh hi,
Hi.
Davida.
Hi. As soon as you, hi, everyone in chat. Carolyn, as soon as you said water was run, I thought, oh dear God, because I know firsthand what that's like.
Yeah.
And I literally felt sick to my stomach for a minute. And then I thought, well, no, she's looking okay. So I think everything's okay.
Oh my gosh. Because when I thought, I'm like, the basement. And I'm like running down there. And and then, no, I had Luke go first. I'm like, Luke, go down and see. And he goes, there's water. It's coming down. And I'm like, where? He's like, oh, and then all the way in the back by the oil tanks. And I'm like, oh, good. Is anything getting, he's like, there's nothing back there but the tanks. And I'm just like, oh my gosh.
That is a nightmare when you see water pouring down. Oh, it's a nightmare.
And it's like, he's like, oh, it's not that bad. And here, like, and he's like, okay, so it overflowed. And he's like looking at the floors, like, that he's like, I'll just get the mop, it'll be fine. And everything's fine in here. And I'm like, what about, because I thankfully the apron on the sink came out really far and it like everything didn't flood in because the sink is below the countertop. It
Yeah.
didn't go up on the countertop, like, and flow
Oh,
all
good.
over the cat. That would have been a nightmare too.
Yeah.
It was just really lucky the way that came out, and because the cabinets, like they weren't even wet.
Oh, thank goodness.
Yeah, and
Hey.
it just kind of flowed out the door.
Now, do you think the rafters, though, are going to be saturated where you might need heat in there or a humidifier?
Well, he's got that.
Oh, okay.
There is dehumidifiers. He's got a fan on it.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, and then most of the water just fell right to the floor.
Right.
So, because he sopped up, like I said, like probably maybe like 24 gallons
Yeah.
with the
Wow.
shop
Good.
vac downstairs.
Oh,
So,
oh, goodness.
yeah, and I mean, it wasn't, it just kept flowing like out the door. So it really wasn't, it wasn't that deep. Whereas, like, it wasn't like it didn't hit the water. It was just, I don't even understand how it just got really back there, like to the basement, just right to the basement.
Bless you.
Goodness. Could have been a lot different story.
Yeah, it could have been, but
Ugh.
and he got it mopped up so fast.
Well, he's probably fearing for his life,
he just got that huge mop, with the ringer thing, and just
Yeah.
got in there and got all the water up, got it up right. It was just amazing.
Yeah.
But thankfully,
Oh, thank goodness.
that's on. We put a fan in the in the laundry room, and tomorrow I said you got to check you got to check that insulation. You can't leave that up there
Yeah,
if
no.
it's soaked. Oh, I hate I don't care if you hate insulation. It's not my problem.
Yeah.
I'm itchy just thinking about it. Well, that's too bad.
Well, just wear some thick gloves and,
Yeah, and a mask and
and a mask. Yeah.
just take a shower after. Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Ugh.
Oh my gosh, I'm just like this is insane.
Yeah.
I'm like, why would you? I know it was so stupid. I should never have thought I would be remembered to come back. My mind is not. I'm like, I know your mind's all over the place.
Yeah. He's a little deprived in the mind, I think, from the dieting.
Yeah, and then food was ready, right? So he's cooking, and probably thinking, oh, food, yay! Oh my gosh.
I was trying to get Lexi to make me another new account. She did that puppy one last night,
Yeah.
puppy breeder, So I'm like, okay, Lex, how can we take that puppy breeder off? I want to put another one on. And then it started taking too long because we had to change passwords and all that. Told her I was gonna be, there was a couple of different things. I was gonna be water restoration services
Oh my gosh.
or power fan rentals.
Power fan rentals.
Ashley, good luck with she's on a mission of what? What's the mission? You've overflowed sinks many, many times.
It's not
Down
fun.
that they flooded the floor, Robbity Bob? Oh, long story? Okay. Well, good luck with it. Hope that it goes well. Charity, welcome to your first time here. What's so cool about it? So what did you guys do today? Did you have more fun? Hopefully.
Go ahead, Scooter. What'd you do?
We did nothing really.
Oh. Watch any good movies?
No. How about you?
No. No,
wanna
I
see
just
something good though.
got all
Good
my stuff
scary
down.
movie.
You just sat around? Davida, did you say?
no.
Oh, I
I
thought you
got
said
all
that.
of no. I got all of my Easter stuff down.
Oh, your Easter stuff down.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
thought you said I just sat around.
No. And got that all boxed up. So that's done. Thank goodness.
And I saw your new
Just a little bit more. That's it.
black and white stuff.
Yeah. Got that up. That'll be a video for Monday.
What'll be the you mean how you set it up?
Yeah. Because I'm not using them to eat with.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I only bought 4.
Did you find out what those little bowls are? Are they like finger
No.
bowls or something?
I think they're finger bowls. That's all I can think of. Or, put maybe ketchup or something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think anyway. Finger bowls. But it's an awful little finger bowl. But
Is it a salt dip thingy?
it could be. It could be something like that maybe, for a
My mom
condiment or
had
something.
those. Yeah, they were little tiny
Yeah.
like that.
Well, they're square, but they're little.
Yeah, some are square, some are round.
Uh-huh.
She had a collection of those. I had never heard of them.
Who
until
did?
Oh,
Mom.
Oh, your mom.
Yeah.
yeah, they're little. And
Debbie.
does anyone know how to make Turkish coffee?
Turkish coffee.
You use one of those press thingies, don't you, or
Is
no?
it a French press?
Well, it's not a press, but it's just I can't describe it. It's open, but I don't know. What I don't understand is how you keep the grounds from getting into the cup.
why
'Cause
are you?
it looks good, but I wanted to try it.
Oh, you want to try? I was going to say, why are you
Yeah.
making Turkish coffee?
Yeah, right. No, I just wanna
okay.
try it.
Because it looks good. Where did you see it?
Well, I went on Amazon because I was looking at some cookware, and so I saw it all of a sudden. You know how things just pop up? Well, this popped up, and I can't remember what it's called now. It's a short name, but it looked really cool because when you go down into Amazon and then people do little videos of it,
Mm-hmm.
and it looked good, but I just couldn't understand how the coffee.
Oh, it's Graceful Lily said it's like a little pot.
Yes, it's little. But yeah.
Does anybody know how to make the Turkish coffee?
Looks good though.
Is it strong?
I'm sure it is. Because it's just in a little, almost like an espresso.
I know my father used to always call, the really thick towels, and then you'd put them. We would always, wash our hair and wind it up like.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have one of the? They used to call them the Turkish towels.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember hearing about those.
Right? It's
Yeah.
like, go get one
Yes.
of the Turkish towels, and I'm like, the Turkish. So I remember those, and I was like, oh, the really
Actually,
thick.
my hair's in one right now as we speak. I got in the shower and washed my hair because I work tomorrow.
Right,
My
but it's like
favorite
the
thing.
really, really thick,
Yeah.
plushy towels were the Turkish towels. And there was also something else that would be Turkish. It would be, wasn't it a steam room? It was something. Did you ever hear of starving Armenians? Was
Have I
was
heard
that
of them?
ever was that ever an expression in your house?
No.
No, just around the world, kids are starving. You better
Oh.
eat.
No, well, we used to
Starvers.
hear, don't come home like starving Armenians.
I've never heard that.
Yeah, if you go out, because it meant because I guess it was very well known that almost everybody suffered from this disorder in my family, that if you're hungry, you don't want to be around that person. So I guess my father had had enough, and I don't know whether my mother had been bringing us home, just coming through the door, after shopping and not eating, and be like, oh my gosh, what's for dinner, whatever. But
Yeah.
that was a famous phrase of my father's. All right, you're going out
No,
and
I
get something to eat. Do not come home like starving Armenians. And I'm like, what? I think of that now and I'm like, I don't think anybody's probably ever said that in their house, but yeah, it's crazy. So when you think back on some of the expressions that you
Yeah.
grew up with, right? That was
Yeah.
something that we grew up with, and it seemed, right? And there was also too, eat your food, because there's kids starving all over the world, and then everybody would say, but whether I eat this or not, how is that really going to change the situation? It's not, right?
Yeah.
But it's just that, oh, they're starving, so you should eat. And then, oh, give me an envelope and I'll send it to them. Right? Then the kid said that. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Being hot in emergency. When we get too hot, yeah. It's crazy, yeah. That used to be something. My mother used to tell the story that my cousin, who's like 4 years older than me, she said that she was going with her brother's wife, right? And she said that, Ida, at 12 o'clock, we have to be at some place because Lori's got to eat. And so my mother thought, like, okay, 12 o'clock. What if it's 12:15? What if it's 12:30? Right? So as it got closer to 12 o'clock, she kept saying to my mother, you don't understand. She has to be eating. And she was like 4 or something like that. At 12 o'clock. Do you understand? I'm telling you that there's like not a choice. And my mother probably was in one store or something and then getting back. She's like me, right? Whether it's 12. So my mother said at 12 o'clock, they were in the car, like trying, because I guess my mother had spent too much time wherever they were. So they get in the car and they're like looking for a diner or something. And my mother said at 12 o'clock, she just went crazy. Okay. And my mother said, never again did I ever question Aunt Jo when Aunt Jo said at 12 o'clock, she has to be eating something. Okay, so she's like, she's thought like, oh, it's a big deal. She always 12:15. Yeah. She knew. And we heard that story all the time.
And how old was she? 4?
She was like 4, yeah. 4 or 5. Because I was a baby, so yeah, she must have been like 5 at the most. Yep. And she just went nuts, my mother said. Absolutely nuts. Started screaming, crying, I'm hungry. Yeah, like, oh, yep. It must have been something for it. That story was still being told.
Yeah.
It's one of the ones, one of the goodies. But yeah,
Wow.
no, we're all like feeder stat. Yeah. A lot of people are like that. They get hungry and you can't even think straight.
Mm-hmm. I don't get like that. I just skip if I'm really hungry because I'm hypoglycemic.
Yeah.
And if I, don't eat, I start to get shaky and feel sweaty and all that, but I don't get like in a bad mood or, because some people get, downright.
Oh, yeah.
Or you don't even look at them.
Yes. And then when you're like that and someone wants to keep talking to you, so you can't eat, so you gotta keep stopping, and you're like, look, I'm just so hungry. I've got to eat this food because I'm starving. Oh my gosh, yeah. Well, what? That's how at the time Jimmy and the kids went for subs and stuff, and then I wanted to eat at Chipotle, but then I waited like way too long, and then I finally got the Chipotle, and Jimmy was like moving the car around, and I'm like, look, you just have to put the car in park. because I have to eat this. I don't care about what parking space we're in. I don't care about the people next to me. I couldn't care at that time. I go, I just want to put this food in my mouth now before I have a breakdown. And he was like, okay. And I'm like, yeah, you fed your face, you know? It's like, you're all great. Oh my gosh, because he just kept wanting to move the car, and you know how that is. You're trying to open your thing. You don't want. Can we try this space over here? Maybe we want to go up down. Like just pull the freaking car over and stop. Oh my gosh, I'm so hungry. That's how I was almost that way when we pulled in for those hamburgers.
Yeah, I could tell you were hungry.
I was starving because I only had a small yogurt at like 6 a.m. And, you know, it was like 3 o'clock because I knew it was 3:33 when my daughter's food was ready. So we ate before that. And it was like, Jimmy's like taking forever with the order. I don't know if I should have a peppermint milkshake or, and they're like, come on.
I remember he was looking at that. I remember him saying, you want the jalapeno, right, Luke?
Yeah. And then when we got the burgers, you know, you're looking at them and everybody else is like, okay, well, that can't be, that's yours, Luke. Okay, that's so that you're just always the last one. Or the one they forget, or the one, yeah, that's that. Oh my gosh.
Or I'll look at someone's and I'll think, oh, yours looks really good.
I should have got that.
That one.
Oh my gosh. That's too much.
Were they good?
They were really good. We were just talking about that today because I was reading a little more about them, and we're like,
what are they called? What was it?
The Wayback Burgers.
Oh, I never heard of it.
And we're really lucky because every other place in New York is in Long Island, and this is the only one that's upstate.
Oh.
Yeah.
Have you talked to the woman since she got back home, the breeder?
I had Jimmy text her, but then I don't know if he got an answer. And then after all, HELL broke loose, and we've been going crazy. And then, oh my gosh, my daughter has such high anxiety with this puppy. Like,
I wonder why.
If he, because she's high anxiety.
What do you mean?
Only about certain things, though, and I don't know how she would be with a kid. I really don't. I think she would drive me out of my mind. She'd be like one of those to be cutting a grape into 47 pieces.
Oh, no.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
well,
I don't know.
I can't say much about that. But...
Yeah, but I'm so not like that. Oh, my gosh. And even Luke was, and then Luke has a lot of anxiety too, but there's certain things he doesn't, and then they argue together, right? Like, come on, he's not going to get out of the harness. And even if he did, Allie, look, he can't even run fast. Ethan and I are here. We can get him. She can't even run fast, okay? Look, why are you so anxiety ridden? He's telling her that, right? And then she's like, I can't help it. I don't want something to happen. What if she gets away and gets run over by a car? And you know, and then we waited all this time. Like, and they're like, look, there are no cars. She was just beside herself with that. And then when we got back, she kept thinking that, oh my gosh, I think she has hiccups. What is that? Oh my gosh, I think we should go to the emergency vet. I'm like, the emergency vet? Why? And then she's like, I don't know. I thought you didn't see it. I think she had a hiccup. And I'm like, she's fine. It's different if she was vomiting all over. I don't know. And she just kept staring at her going, do you think she's okay? You really feel that she's okay? And then I had some receiving blankets that I had washed because they were in something else. And I thought, oh, these would be cute for her, right?
Yeah.
So I had them there, and I was holding her in one of them. My daughter walks in and goes like this. Oh my God. No, Jerry, she goes, oh my gosh, what's wrong with her? You would tell me, right? What's wrong? I'm like, There's nothing wrong. I saw these blank. I'm just holding. Oh gosh. Oh boy. She thought like, I don't know what she thought. Like, but it was so,
Poor thing.
yeah, it was like, it was crazy.
But I have to confess about the harness.
Oh,
When
yeah?
you were gonna take her out to go potty,
Yeah.
I, honest to God, I'm watching and I'm going and I'm talking to you. You can't hear me. I'm going, oh dear God, Carolyn, make sure that harness is tight enough. What if she gets out and she's at the burger place? And I'm starting to get all nervous.
Oh my
So
gosh.
when you said she was saying that, I thought, oh my gosh, I gotta admit that I was thinking that. But I mean, I wasn't worried about anything else you just said, but I did. I did get nervous about the harness. I thought, oh God, please, let that be tight enough.
Yeah,
please.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So it's like, so that's why Luke then said, oh, well, I'll take her up because she goes like this. I'm not going to get any sleep tonight. I'm going to be up every hour checking her. And I'm just like, what? And Jimmy's like, what? And I'm telling you, and then the both of them, oh my gosh, if they were here all the time, I think they would drive each other nuts because this time now, Luke was all worried about something, right? Because like she like jumped a little bit off the couch, and then I said, "Oh my gosh, is she okay?" And then he started looking things up on the phone, and he's coming around, and he's going like this. Look at this, Mom. It says even if your puppy falls, even if they had high fall, look at this. Even a skull fracture, you know that could heal with time. But then he's looking at certain things, and he's like, because then Allie's making him really nervous. So he's looking stuff up. So we hear the two of them talking like, do you think we should bring her to the emergency room? I think we should. You think so? I think we should. She had a funny hiccup. So then Jimmy's like, oh my gosh, you two. And then they're both like denying everything, like, no. And then he's like, Luke, you guys are feeding each other's anxieties.
Yeah.
and they're both like crazy. So then thankfully Luke comes down and Luke's like, hey Alma, good to see you.
Oh, hi, Emma.
Hi, Alma.
Hi,
Been
sweetie.
thinking
Missed
about
you. So
Been thinking about you.
yeah, we have, and we missed you. He took the doggy upstairs, and I'm like, okay, that's good, because he's probably checking her obsessively. So yeah.
How did she do last night?
Well, my daughter slept with her, like with the crate right next to her, right on the bed, like it's right there.
Uh-huh.
And then they got up at once at I think at 4 and took her out or something, and that was it. And now Luke is doing that. So
But she's adjusting good.
yeah, she is.
Good.
Like, oh, then Luke's like, oh, that's the other thing Luke was doing. Dad, I think she's making a little sound. So he's like, she probably misses, it's only her second day. She's probably still looking for her sister and stuff. And he's like, is that the sound that she makes because she misses her sister? Or is it something else? And then Jimmy's like, I can't hear that. He's like, you can't hear anything, Dad, because your hearing's gone. Your hearing's gone. You can't hear it like us. And then he's like, but it's like this little high-pitched sound. And he goes, you don't hear it? And he's like, I heard the sound before, but... And then, oh my gosh, it was just like crazy town over here today.
And what's Ethan doing through all this?
Ethan's was a little bit, but he doesn't have the anxiety that they have, okay? The
That's
two
what I
of them
noticed. He seemed
feed
more
off
kicked
of that. Like, he was walking around and he just tells her, like, come on, Ellie, where's the dog gonna go? I'm gonna get the, look how fast, because he runs like he runs so fast, Luke does. Ethan, I mean.
Uh-huh.
And so he's like, where is she? Where do you think she's gonna go? She can barely run. Look, and I tried to show my daughter, I'm like, look, take her off the leash completely. Look at this.
Uh-huh.
She's right here. Where is she going? And that's what they tried to show her, but she was still freaking out. So yeah, he'll say like that kind of stuff, and then but he's not like nervous like they are. They are like two nervous Nellies.
Yeah.
though. Like
Yeah.
only about certain things though, and that goes for the both of them, because I could be worried about something and they don't have a care in the world about that and tell me how crazy it is. And then they have completely other like anxieties that don't bother me in the least. And I can't understand that they really like want to rush this dog to the emergency vet an hour away. And I'm just like, what? You know, for real? Why? She had a funny hiccup. I wish you would have heard it. Oh, and then you heard the best one. She's like packing up some stuff. And she goes, oh my gosh, there's a spider in my suitcase. I said, so get rid of it. So she put a cup on it or something and had a piece of paper under it. And she's walking, and this is what I hear. And Luke goes, what are you doing? Because, like, they're not scared at all of the spiders, okay? And they don't like spiders killed. They want to take them outside. So she goes, I hear this. I've got a spider under here. He was in my suitcase. I'm trying to bring him. And Luke goes, he's not. He's on your hand.
What?
Luke goes, he's not under there. He's on the outside of it. And I just hear all this stuff crashing. Because I think she just dropped it and we're like, ee, right, like she's gone. And then Ethan comes out and goes like this, oh no, you can't kill spiders. They're our friends. And then he's like, I'm just joking, but yeah, you can't. So then he grabs them and I think they put the spider outside. Oh my gosh. It's, yeah, there's...
Sounds like a
Can
wild.
you imagine when she does have a child?
Do you know she has 2 vaccines, and you know how many times she thinks that she should go get tested? And she's going to get tested again
Oh
on
no.
Sunday when she goes home, just to be sure. Yeah.
Mm.
Yep.
Is her boyfriend real kickback?
He's a little paranoid about the virus.
Oh.
But he got his first vaccine just now. But
Okay.
like if she'll go out with some, he'll go, can you just get a test before? This is like before she had both vaccines. I don't know if he would do the same thing now.
Mm-hmm.
But like, yeah, they're kind of paranoid over there. But she's like that. Like she'll get like out of her mind, like, oh my gosh. And then Jimmy will look at her and goes like this, you have 2 vaccines. and he goes, and she's waited well past the waiting period, right? And she's like, oh yeah, right. But I think I'll still go get tested just for fun. You know, not for fun, just to be sure.
Mm-hmm. Now, is Michael like that too, high strung?
No.
Or is he more kickback?
No, he's not at all. He's the one, like, even with his Hodgkins, when I'd say, well, and like he would always make jokes like, which he had a good sense of humor with everything, but he would say, they would say, well, don't get too many PET scans because they can be prone to false positives, and you don't want to expose yourself to too much radiation with the Hodgkins, which, like I said, he only had the radiation. It was prophylactic treatment of it. But so the oncologist that we really trust said, don't do this. So I said, are you comfortable with that? And he's like, yeah, I'll roll the dice on that. You know, like he's like not like compulsive, like checker. Like he's okay like that. And he doesn't really sit there and worry, like, oh my gosh, should I have done that? Maybe I should go get one. Maybe I shouldn't. Maybe should I trust him or not? You know, but
That's good.
he's not like high anxiety like that.
That's good.
Right. Yeah. He's like now. Well, he just told her now. He said he'll get vaccinated now. But again, that's because like his friends in Florida, him and his wife and their new baby just got it.
They got it?
Got the ickies.
The baby too?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
And they say that's what's happening. A lot of the younger people are getting it. And I think, I don't know, I just think with everybody getting vaccinated and then the ones that aren't, and I think there's people taking a lot of chances now. That's what I'm seeing. And today we just got a call that yes, our schools are going to be open because they did the contact tracing and they notified everybody that was around that person. But, you know, we just had Easter and everything. And a lot of people went around each other, and a lot of people, because the nicer weather, I think we're going to see something like a little surge. And now they're saying the younger kids are getting it. Now they're trying to approve kids 12 years old and above for the vaccine.
Did you get yours, Davida?
No,
But they're
You're
all
not getting it? You're not doing it?
not now. I'm going to wait. Probably until the FDA approves it,
Uh-huh.
and then I might. But I never got the flu shot before anyway. I mean, any flu shot. I never got it. So I'm just going to wait and see. Like I said, maybe when the FDA, you know, it goes through some more testing. I don't know if anyone saw
Johnson
but
and
Jeremy,
Johnson.
right. My
Yeah.
son was going to get that one. And I want to send him what they're saying. I didn't read it yet, but I want to find it to send it to him because he just wants to get the one.
Right.
And
My
not
son
get
wanted
two.
that one too, but yeah, they just said that they might have there were what was it, some blood clots and one fatal.
Is that what it did?
Yeah, but they've said that about the AstraZeneca, the one in the UK.
Yeah.
And then they said no, then they said yes, then they said no. I would rather just get the 2 dose. Like I'm getting the I go for my second dose. Lisa just sent me a reminder. Yeah, she did. That I have
I don't doubt it.
my second dose on Monday. No, I just want. Yeah, I'm like you, Linda Uribe. I have to get that flu shot because I started getting the flu shots, and then the year that I didn't, I got so freaking sick. I mean, sick for weeks with fever and this horrible cough, and I said, never again will I go without that flu shot because to me, you have to do what's right for you. When I don't get it,
Yeah.
I can get sick as a dog from the flu, and that's why I just go and get it because it's almost like I start to get anxiety if I don't have it.
Yeah. Well,
And-
most of my kids, I think all the boys are getting it. Daisha's not getting it. But the 3 boys, I think except for Jeremy, I think Jason already got one of his. And Josh, I'm sure he got his. And then Jeremy wants that Johnson & Johnson, but I want to send him that article first before he does.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's just, whatever their preference is, it's up to them.
Right. Yeah. So, but I'm just like I'm freaking out because you're like I'm like, oh my gosh, another call from the school because I'm afraid.
Yeah.
And you know what I'm afraid for too is my animals.
Yeah, you were saying that the animals. Now,
Yes.
do they know for sure the animals can get it?
Yeah, well, yeah,
Yeah,
they do it, but
Yeah.
I'm scared to death. Like like I'm saying, okay, I keep telling myself because I'm like, well, let me see. Did a lot of people say I got it and my dogs died or something, or my squirrel died, or I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm freaking out because I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, can you imagine that? Right? You finally find the puppy, and then somebody gets this, and it's like. That has me more like that kind of stuff gets me anxious.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't heard that much about the animals. I mean,
Like I want to find people that have had it with like their animals and they've been really close with them. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And what's going on there?
yeah.
Like Cracker
I don't
Jack.
know. I'll have to look up some stuff on that
Yeah,
if
I don't know.
people have had animals where it's happened, where they've passed from it or gotten it or whatever.
Yeah, you got to do what you think is right, right? Yeah, Elizabeth.
Yeah.
We have to stop worrying so much.
Yeah.
I know it's easy to say, but hard to do.
Right. Jimmy will always say that. Like, stop, don't worry. Well, I know I can't say that, but
Well,
I'm like, don't tell me not to worry because I am going to worry. You know, it's like calm down. It's like, but yeah, I know it's you still say it to people.
yeah, Tammy Wells is asking if she can call in.
Yeah, yeah, Linda Reeve, same thing with me. I'm like paranoid because of how sick I got without that darn flu shot. Is the panel?
Has anyone talked to Tammy McD? How she's doing, feeling?
Tammy was on last night.
Yeah, but I mean today.
Oh, okay. I think she's been in Slack, right?
I don't remember now, to be honest with you.
There's
a
a
long time
Tammy
wake up with no
Wells
problem.
calling.
What?
Tammy Wells wants to call in. I guess she needs an email. I mean, a number.
Oh, you have to send an email. Did you send an email?
Yeah, I wonder where our Kevin is. He was missing last week too.
He was missing last night?
Wasn't he?
I thought he was around
Oh,
yesterday.
he was?
I don't know.
No, he was telling me stuff about the dog. He was around yesterday.
I mean, last night.
Oh, last night?
I don't know. But I was talking to him in Slack yesterday.
Okay.
And what about Linda Roars? And what about Lori? Lori Ann.
Lori Ann, I mean, she's around, but she's not, I don't think she's up to coming in. I think she's still, did you hear any more from her?
I haven't.
No.
La 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 la. I'm trying to figure out, hold on a minute. I'm trying to, I don't have any email from you, Tammy Wells. You have to email me, darling.
Yes, email Carolyn. Carolyn at truecrimechat.org.
Okay, where's
I was just
Is Danielle here tonight?
Huh?
Is Danielle here tonight?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't I see her?
She's here. The thing I was saying though about work, we shouldn't worry so much is only because they did that, they had a group study or whatever of people that lived to be 100, and they asked all of them, what is the advice that you would give people, you've lived to 100. And they said the only thing that they would change is worry.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That they wasted a lot of time on worrying.
But you know what? Guess what? Speaking of living to 100, Prince Philip died. We all know that, right?
Yes.
I know.
But you know what? How amazing it is that Charles is almost 73 years old and had both of his parents living.
Yes.
Right.
At almost 73 years old. Do you
Yeah.
understand how incredible that is?
That is incredible.
Right?
Yes.
But what did he finally pass from?
I don't know.
Old age, I guess. I mean, he died at home peacefully.
Wow. I wonder if Harry will go back.
Who is
Because,
Tammy?
all that controversy right now going on with them.
Tammy Wells, you have to attach a piece of social media because you've never called in before on the panel. So I will send you the number, but you're going to need to send your Facebook profile or something to me.
333, Carolyn.
A333.
You're
Okay,
fine.
and
Another hour.
I will verify it's you by sending you a Facebook message to the profile that you give me. Sorry, but that's what we have to do here.
so sleepy tonight.
Are you?
Yes.
What did and you didn't do much of anything, right? You said.
No. Didn't get enough sleep.
And first, I do need your Facebook profile before I even give.
Didn't sleep good, Scooter?
Oh, I slept good. I just didn't get enough.
Oh,
Oh, really? Why did you
Yep.
get up so early if you had nothing to do?
I'll never tell.
Okay.
It's a
did
secret.
Isaiah call you?
Huh?
Did Isaiah call you?
No. Mm-mm.
Oh,
You
boy.
told him to call you.
I know. He didn't.
You need to lock him out of the house now.
Could you see that?
Yeah, that'll teach you. This house is only for people that call their grandmothers.
Right?
That's
Yes.
right.
Well, he shouldn't worry you though, because you asked him.
Mm-hmm.
I know, and he always has some excuse. Oh, well, you know, I was working, or there wasn't a signal, or
Oh my goodness. So yeah, Prince Philip, and then then the rapper, right? He passed away too.
yeah,
Oh, he did?
Mm-hmm.
DMX.
DMX, yeah.
I was
Yeah.
watching some of your old videos today, Carolyn,
Which one?
back when you were first getting the kitchen done.
Oh yeah.
And then I watched that one, New Year's Eve when the boys called in.
Oh yeah.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then
Did Michael ever end up going traveling like he wanted? Because he wanted to go to Germany so bad.
he never got to, because remember what happened? COVID, right?
Yeah.
That was January, and by March it was already,
Yeah.
hit. So they curtailed a lot of the traveling. But yeah.
That was fun that night. I was here for that New Year's Eve.
Because I remember her saying hi to you.
Oh,
when I was
really?
watching it.
I remember
Just
hi,
like-
I've been a stalker. I've been a stalker for a
for a
long
while, for a while, and then she really pissed me off when she said that Lisa D and Gary were cooler. I was really upset
What?
that night, and well, there was one night after Lisa D. Well, the first time she came on, she was showing her houses, and then she said, "I have a true crime story. Do you mind if my husband and I come on and tell it?" And she was pretty new to everybody knowing her at the channel, right?
Right.
And so they came on and they told it together, and then it was the next night or something, maybe. And Scooter just came on and said, in the chat, "I like Lisa D and Gary. They're like Carolyn
a younger,
and Jimmy."
cooler
He
version.
said, but they're just the cooler version of Carolyn and Jimmy. And I said, "You really think they're the cooler version of us? You like..." And if we could ever find that video, I asked her like 19 times. Seriously? Do you really think they are the cooler version? Like, why? Like, what? Oh, yeah, no, I like you too, but they're just the cooler version. She was just being such a little jerk. And then she was like, "Oh, I'm just kidding." Or JK.
You
Yeah.
were so funny.
It was really pissing me off.
Was it really?
Yeah, because I wanted to know why. Like, why were they the new better version or something?
What else was it I said before and you didn't know if I was kidding or something? Oh, wait, that was somebody who's no longer here anymore. And she messaged me and said, she was really mad at you tonight.
Oh,
And I said, why? And she goes, oh, because I could tell, because of the way she said that. And it wasn't that, it was something else. And I said, no, she's just playing around.
oh
And
my
she's going,
gosh.
oh, no, she was really mad about it.
Oh my gosh, please. But yeah, that was funny. Linda.
I love when
Linda.
people want to stir the pot.
Oh
Right?
yeah. Let me go in and stir it up a little bit.
Sometimes I'll go just the opposite deliberately when people do that. Even if I felt that way, I'd go the opposite.
That's what I do too, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when I know people are trying to
Yep.
do something with me.
Yep. That's what I do too.
But there's always those kind of people that always have to point like those little lights. They're not twinkling, Clark.
Right.
Yeah.
Right? It's like, oh, and thank you. And thank you for
Thanks a
noticing,
lot.
Dad.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like always, right? You know?
I go, she was only kidding, I could tell. And she's like, no. She goes, because she really likes you a lot. I've always known that because of the way she says your name. But then when she said that to you tonight, she was not kidding. Oh, she was too.
They always try to do that, especially with and then right, like people like Scooter or somebody like or like you or say, oh my gosh, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe
Yep.
that. It's like
Yep.
no, they'll try to make you think something's up. I'm just putting in my I have to put in my aligner. I don't want. I'm right here, Scooter. I'm not going anywhere.
Yes, don't leave.
Where are you going?
I'm right here
Oh,
putting
That
the
was me,
stupid
though.
aligner.
Oh, look who's here, Carolyn.
who?
Aletha Tingy?
Oh my gosh, haven't seen you in forever.
Wow.
I don't
I
see,
just barely recognize that name.
I don't see her though.
Yeah.
Oh, I
her.
see her, Aletha. Sharon, I've missed you so much. Where have you been, Aletha? Everybody said you hated us.
Oh, dear God. I almost choked. Oh, I'm eating a pixie stick. I
Oh
almost
gosh,
choked on the sugar.
pixie stick.
Oh. Oh. I inhaled and that sugar went in my throat.
I remember eating those as kids. But remember the big? They were really thick plastic and they were really long. They were like a
Yeah, I
full 3
love those
feet,
ones.
3 feet long, and they had that little stripe.
Yes. These are just the little paper ones.
Oh,
Lisa H.
Lisa
Hi,
H.
Claire.
Hi, Rochelle.
And Linda roars. Has she been around?
She's
She
been
was a
around in
girl.
Slack, and
Oh.
yeah. I think she's still not feeling her best yet?
Mm.
I'm not sure, but
She
I know she
messages
was
with
there.
Scooter. Everybody messages with Scooter.
no, she was right there in general. We were just right there in
Oh.
general.
Okay. Mommy, did you get my email? Let me check, Tammy.
Who else was I going to mention? Oh, where's Moo?
I saw her. She was around when I got the puppy and stuff.
Mm.
Maybe I haven't seen. I don't think I saw her tonight. But let me see.
She's here tonight because she was
Oh, she is?
messaging me. She messaged me
Yes,
when you
hey,
came
Scooter.
in.
Yeah.
She did.
I know.
Scooter's
No,
like the vice president.
Tammy, I don't have anything from you. Nothing. Nothing, honey. Oh, I just got it.
Did you say I was the vice president, Davida?
Yeah, you're the vice president.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna look for that Facebook, but I actually have to send you a message just to verify it's you, because we get like some people that like to show us weird things about themselves. And see, if I just have to look for a profile picture like this, I'm never gonna find it with a name as common as yours. So can you please just send me the link? And if you don't know how to send a link, just go to your Facebook profile. If you're on a phone, you can just click share your profile and then it'll say copy link and you can send that. I just have to, just by looking at a shot, if it's not something that comes out fast.
She said, sure, no worries.
Okay.
It's great to see you too, Aletha. And you got another
They're opening up Disneyland.
Are they opening up
Yeah.
Disneyland? Let's see. Thank you, Jeremy.
I think they're starting with, can't remember if it's California Adventure. It's in April. I know they're going to start opening it.
I want a machine like Sharon's. Who said that? Linda Uribe. They're going to start opening it up. That's what they said over here. They're going to start opening up. I think Coney Island is, and a lot of the stuff down the shore. But I'm telling you, I'm a little worried.
I don't think anyone, well, Jason might go, but I don't think anybody else in my family are going yet.
I'm just like, I'm not worried so much for like if my kids were vaccinated, I would be fine. You know what I'm saying? But I'm seeing a lot of people that, like, I've seen just around here in this area, like, did the 2 calls from the school in the last week, one for the bus driver and now one for a child in the middle school that tested positive. And this is how it is. Like, they'll go, I just, oh gosh, I feel like they're going to go start this full time. And then in the first week, we're going to have all these calls. Because you have to figure we just had Easter, and I don't know if that it hasn't been the 2 week, like usually they say they wait 2 weeks after. Like I thought that's why they waited, because they didn't do it this first week going back, but they're doing it the second week. So I guess Easter was the 4th, and but that's not 8. That's only 8 days, right? Wasn't Easter the 4th?
Oh,
so the 12th is 8 days, and I don't know.
Read Julianne Gonzalez's comment.
I am chopping up stuff for Pico de Gallo. It's taking me the rest of my life. Just wanted someone to know. Really? That's gonna be some Pico de Gallo. It probably won't be good by the time you get it done. If it takes that long.
Have you heard anything about the new effects though? Like, you know, how the Icky's vaccine, you know, how the Icky's will, you know, mutate like every virus does.
Yeah, but I've also heard that even people that had it should get the vaccine because it's reversing some of their symptoms.
Correct. That's not what I meant though.
Okay.
I have.
All right.
Vice President is speaking.
Yes, thank you.
This is the Vice President.
How come we can't see you?
She's probably putting in her retainers.
I was eating some chocolate covered peanuts.
Oh, I would like to see chocolate covered peanuts.
They're actually those clusters. I stole them from
turtles?
Dave.
The turtles?
No, not the turtles. Those are still there. Oh, is it true? You know, I know you guys don't. Oh, okay.
What?
Danielle said to tell you to check your email again. She sent the Facebook
I'm
link.
checking right now.
Okay. I have heard that some of the side effects, and I know this can't be true because I don't even believe in this, but they're saying some people are getting zombie-like symptoms.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
Oh, wait, are you saying that some people are getting zombie-like symptoms if they get the virus or they get the vaccine?
The virus, because of the mutation
Hmm.
I haven't
Okay.
heard that, but
Yeah, I haven't heard that either, but the people are also dying that get the virus. So,
yeah.
I, I, I don't know. But there's always, there's always like going to be two camps or
Yep.
people that
Right.
fear monger and do stuff. So you have to understand some of the stuff is not true at all, or some is, or, it's got to be. I'm sending you a message on Facebook.
Lisa H wants to know if you are wearing a David Bowie shirt. It's driving her crazy.
No, I'm wearing the Golden Girls. That
You
sassy,
go,
that
girl.
that sassy Darcy gave me. You think she thinks that this is David Bowie over here? That's Rue
Rue
McClanahan.
McCallaghan.
Yeah, sassy Darcy gave this to me.
Okay, you know which one I am? What they always tell me.
Well,
Guess who people say that I remind them
I
of?
can guess this one.
Yes.
Yeah, without
Yep.
a doubt.
Jeremy sent you another super chat.
Thank you, Jeremy.
So you
Yeah.
thought that too?
He
Yeah,
has a
yeah.
question.
Yes, I could see you just make some of those comments about like Rose, like, yes, Rose.
They always tell me that I remind them of her.
Yeah, I can see it.
President, I have a question. I just want to
What?
read you. Jeremy wants to know if you could send him the Slack info.
Oh, Jeremy is a name there? I'll check.
guess
I thought you
not.
were in there, Jeremy. Let me check. I could swear you were in there, Bubs.
Okay, Danielle, see, you heard that too. You say it's not true. How do you know it's not true though? Because supposedly they're turning into zombies.
Hi, Val.
Hi, Auntie Cuckoo.
Did Auntie Cuckoo move yet?
No,
Oh, okay.
it's coming soon.
Really?
Yeah.
Hi, Auntie Cuckoo.
So they're not really like The Walking Dead then, the show.
No, I just can't imagine.
All right, Jeremy, you should be good to go.
Did you like that show, Scooter, Walking Dead?
She loved it.
I-
She goes to the fan things.
Yeah, I
Oh,
haven't
really?
watched it now for a long time though. I liked, the first couple of seasons. Bonnie loves it. She knows every episode, every single thing in it.
Okay,
She
so I'm
loves
just going
it.
to send you the number in the Facebook thing then, okay? Is she,
Because there's no zombies. Karen H, what is a zombie? The Walking Dead.
okay.
Because Bonnie's always keeps thinking we're going to have a zombie apocalypse.
Does she really think, she doesn't really think that.
No,
She
but
doesn't really believe that. Like that girl in Dirty John, the one that was, she killed him because she knew how to do it for the zombie apocalypse, that girl in Dirty
Ah.
John. Yeah, it was all about the zombie apocalypse. She really believed it.
Oh my goodness.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
My one daughter-in-law liked The Walking Dead, and she also was just addicted to the Twilight series.
Oh, I could never watch that.
I never did either.
Never watched it. I'm going crazy. And the Buffy the Vampire Slayer crap, I could never watch that stuff.
No, I don't watch that either.
There's a lot of stuff I can't get into. If so, like that's too far out there, like you cannot be. Just like General Hospital, I used to watch that as a kid or something. But then as soon as they started going into those Cassidines and them changing the weather, I was like, this is too out there. It ruins it for me. It's like, come on, this is ridiculous now.
Geez, I watched General Hospital back when it first started with, I can't remember his name, but he was a good looking man. And he was with, gosh, like, Audrey? Is that
Bobby?
her name?
Bobby?
Yeah. I mean, way back. And I'm talking where it was black
Jeff
and white.
Weber?
Def Leppard.
The Webers. It was the Rick Weber, Jeff
Oh.
Weber.
Yeah. But yeah, right from the very beginning. And I watched it. I was always into it until, did Laura die in it? The one that was married to,
I don't know if she died, but remember there was like Diana Taylor, and then there was that Heather the Wacko that she was put away in the insane asylum, and she was tried to kill or she did kill Diana Taylor, and Diana Taylor wrote her name. Well, Heather took Diana Taylor's finger and wrote Annie to frame this young girl that was staying with the chief of staff and his wife. I'll never forget that. And there, but it didn't happen, and she lost a baby, and she used to just rock a baby and just sing in the insane asylum, but she was really like the most dangerous person there was. Like she just had, that was all a whole an act, and then she would throw the doll on the floor when they would leave, and she escaped to commit the murder or something. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. I watched that. I watched
Penny, #1 fan. Hello.
Hi, Henny, #1. There used to be a soap opera on Channel 5 that I used to watch as a kid. And I forget what it was like. Oh, I forget the name.
Dark Shadow?
No.
Oh, I love Dark Shadows.
But I really liked it because it was like different, and it wasn't every day, I don't think, but I can't remember. But I know it had like clouds parting, and it wasn't on very long, but I really liked that one. And then, of course, I watched the Young and the Restless.
Yeah, Young and the Restless and All My Children.
Yes, Rick Springfield was on. Yes, he was. And Jack Wagner, and I love Jack Wagner too. And then Jack Wagner married his co-star on there.
Yeah.
And I bought their music. So I did continue to watch General Hospital, but I couldn't stand those storylines when they did that weather. And I couldn't take that Quartermain. Oh, those Quartermains. They were so bored. There's always a filler. Like, I always think, why do you have to have a filler? Why can't they all be good storylines? Why do we need the filler? I think
that's when I started opting out, is when the Quartermains came in.
Right, but there's always like a filler in every, like, but why? You're being paid a lot of money. Why can't you just pay them more, whatever, why do we have to have filler?
Yeah. That
nobody cares about? Like, oh, gosh, time to get a snack. I can't watch this. No, it wasn't The Edge of Night. It was on Channel 5, and it was
Ryan's Hope. Yes, I used to love Ryan's Hope.
Well, my sister-in-law used to watch that. I think I never watched Ryan's Hope.
I remember going to the beach in the summer, coming home. We always would come home in time to watch Dark Shadows because it came on at 4:00.
Yeah, I swear my sister used to watch that, and she had trading cards for that. But I never really remembered it. Weather People were the Cassadines, yeah. Yes, Christy. The Cassadines, that's when it was too weird, too out there. And then there was something about Rick Weber. He was married to someone, and then she died or something, or they got Leslie Weber. But I think she died or she got divorced, and then he married that Ginny lady. And that Ginny lady went on to act in something with Rob Lowe. Oh my gosh, it was some movie. It was Tommy Boy, I think it was. But she became his wife, and then, gosh, there's so many things. Do you remember Scorpio from?
Yep.
Right? General Hospital, Scorpio, and who was he always with?
I don't remember that, but I do remember Scorpio.
Scorpio was with, forget who, he was always with somebody. I can't think of who it was.
Did you watch Dallas?
Mm-mm.
Never watched Dallas?
I used to see it on maybe, but I had friends that watched it, but I was never into Dallas.
I watched that. Falcon Crest.
I was never into that. Knots Landing.
Knots Landing.
I used to watch that a little bit because my sister watched it, but it was never really. She was like way into that Knots Landing, but she's
Yeah.
way into every. I think she still watches all the soap, like the ones that are on. Like she'll still watch the Young. Is the Young and the Restless still on? Right?
I don't know.
I think
I
it
don't
is.
think there's many left, is there?
But I don't know how it's been with the pandemic. Has it been on with the pandemic? Because Jimmy's changed the news he watches. He used to watch CBS, and now he's changed to ABC or something, and so you don't see it. But he used to always come on, and we just turn it right off. But I don't know. But yeah, I think she still watches that crap. Sorry, not crap. Stuff. Stuff. It's okay if you like it. It's okay. Oh, Bold and the
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I think I watched
I
that.
got into that a little bit, and then Brooke and Rick and Eric. I sent you the number, Tammy. It's in your Facebook message.
I don't remember Executive Suite.
No, I don't
Ann.
remember Executive Suite. Sweet. Falcon Crest Dynasty. Anna Devane. Right, Anna
yeah,
Devane.
Devane.
Yes. Very attractive, dark-haired woman, right, Nora? Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Where did she come in from?
I don't remember, but I do remember the name.
I remember Scotty Baldwin was coming in and saying,
Yep.
he was somewhere and he was singing this, I'll take the high road and you take the low road and I'll get to Scotland before you. I don't know why he was doing that. And then
Why was he singing that?
I don't know, but he was singing that one day on the show, and I think somebody was on a bridge and somebody was down below. It's crazy.
Oh, maybe he was trying to talk someone out of jumping or something.
Yeah, I don't think so, but
Okay.
it's a good guess. And remember, and then the woman died. Kay Chancellor died. Eventually she.
Oh yeah.
She was on forever,
Well-
and then there was like her nemesis was Jill, right? And then
Yeah.
they would come together. They would even live in the same house, and then they would hate each other again. And then they'd find out she was her long lost daughter. You know, that kind of
Yeah.
stuff always happened, right? They always had daughters that they like, or something like I forgot I had that child,
Yeah, that slipped my mind.
right? You know, like after it's like your arch enemy, and I hate her. I just want to kill her. Oh, guess what? I just found out she's my daughter. You know, and it's like, oh, okay, come on in my house and live here.
Did you used to watch variety shows like Dean Martin, or were you too young for that?
You got another super chat,
Thank you, Jeremy.
President?
Laughing. I remember Laughing.
Yeah, Laugh-In.
Yeah, Shuddy and
I
Cher
used to
show.
watch the Dean Martin, Sonny and Cher. I told you I went into labor with Jason watching Sonny and Cher.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah, I
like
did.
Sonny and Cher.
And then I loved Carol Burnett.
Mhm,
I
so
loved
did
all those variety shows.
Yeah, I liked Carol Burnett too. I used to bake a cake every day when that was on every Friday. It was on Friday or Saturday, whatever it was. I used to.
Yeah, Saturday.
And I used to make my family room and I used to do skits in there. It's weird.
I used to do skits doing dishes, pretending like I
Yeah.
was doing a dish soap commercial.
Yeah. I used to do like a voiceover all of my baking as a kid, because like I would stay up later, like my parents would go to bed or whatever, and then I would go in the kitchen and like 13, 14, and I would start just baking something, and I would do a total voiceover like, okay, and today we're going to bake the oatmeal cookies from this cookbook, and the first thing we're going to put, and I would do the whole thing like that. If there was YouTube back then, I would have probably had my own channel.
You would have.
I loved doing that stuff. I used to always narrate almost my entire life. Didn't you? Like, did you ever walk to the bus stop or something and I don't know if it's normal. Do most people like narrate it like you're in? I think maybe people that are voracious readers, like I was,
Hmm.
I would hear a narrator like narrate my walk to the bus stop.
You literally heard the voice?
Well, yeah, like, but it wasn't another, like, I wasn't hearing voices. I knew that my mind was making that voice,
Oh, okay.
but it was in the, like, it spoke as a narrate, like, and then she set off for the bus stop with her new patent leather shoes on and her plaid skirt. She threw her backpack over her shoulder and she walked carefully to the bus stop. There was quite a chill coming up, but that's what I would hear like that as she waited for the bus. Yes. Yeah.
Oh, that's hysterical.
Yes.
You are a trip.
I guarantee someone else had to have that.
Oh, that is funny. I mean, it's cute.
As the bus pulled into the school, she didn't know whether today was going to be an exciting day or a boring day. It just happened that there was a new student in Mrs. Field's class that day. Carolyn got to sit next to her.
Oh, no. When I was in elementary, I was just always hoping that I wasn't going to get beat up.
Oh, my
I didn't have a narrative going on about that. Oh.
And then I used to always say to my friends, they could tell you this, I feel like we're in a movie. I used to always say, gosh, this feels just like we're in a movie. It doesn't even feel real. It feels like we're in a movie. I used to say that all the time. It just brought that right back to me. I haven't thought about that in years, but I used to do that. Like if we went to the mall and we were in Promise Park or something and running around, I go, oh my gosh, this feels like we're in a movie.
That's cute.
I would always say that, and I really meant it.
But that's good to have a good imagination. I did have an imaginary friend, though, and I still can picture her in my mind's eye to this day.
Yeah.
And I remember talking to her. I remember it vividly. Her name was Peggy.
Mm-hmm.
And she had long red hair with braids and freckles.
But
I remember that.
You made her up, right? And you knew she was imaginary, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I would make up imaginary people too, but I knew they were imaginary. Like I didn't think they were real people.
No. Yeah, I didn't either. But yet, it's hard to explain. She was made up in my mind, but yet she was my friend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It sounds kind of, but yeah. Yeah, I had her until I was about 6 or 7, I guess. And then I don't know where she went. It just left me.
Yeah.
But I do remember her.
Yeah, I would say, this feels like a movie. Especially if there was a song, because I think it happened at the mall a lot because, like, say you'd be riding up an escalator and then there was a song playing that would be in your soundtrack. And everybody would be there and I'm like, oh gosh, it feels like we're in a movie. Because you
I never
really,
did really think about a movie, but that's
you could
cute.
really feel it. Like I could see us. Like I would be able to see all of us riding on the escalator with that song playing and thinking like, gosh, this is like a movie.
Did they agree with you, your friends?
A lot of them did. They were like, yeah, it does. I'm like, oh gosh, this song, it makes it seem like we're in a movie. Don't you feel like we're in a movie? It's funny. Oh, here's Tammy. I'm just gonna
She made it.
yeah, she did. I'm just gonna be real safe. She liked to be real safe. Hello?
Hi, Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Hello. How are you? I don't think we can hear her yet. Okay.
We can't hear you.
Can't hear you yet.
Just connect your audio.
Do you see to connect your audio?
There you go. Connecting to audio.
Okay.
Thank you, VP.
VP.
Welcome.
Who's VP?
Vice President.
Oh.
Okay, you're muted though, Tammy. We can't hear you. Just hit the little microphone.
You gotta go to sleep. Okay, Sharon. I hope your recovery is.
There
Hi,
you
Robin
go.
Lean. I haven't seen you. Your malls have much better music than our malls. Haven't seen you in a while. How are you? Good night, Tammy McD.
If anyone can
Right.
hear me that's on the paddle, just hit your head.
Oh, we can hear.
Yeah.
We can hear you. We can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I had to download Zoom.
Okay. Where are you?
Good.
Are you in Australia?
Yes, I am.
That's nice.
So hearing you talking about some of those TV shows, I was like, I don't know any of those. So, I've listened to your channel for quite some time, Miss Mummy Ramblings. I don't know your real name, so I just now until you tell me what it is.
Carolyn. My
So-
real name is Carolyn.
Carolyn, beautiful name.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Question for you, if that's okay, for anyone who wants to. See, this is weird. I'm used to live stream where I can also see the chat.
Oh,
I can't
okay.
see
You
it at the
can't see the
moment, so-
chat. Yeah, if you have another device, you can see it. But yeah, we'll let you know.
No. Okay. Are you comfortable talking about anything Christopher Watts?
Most things, unless it's like conspiracy or something wacky. You know, facts I can talk about. I mean,
Okay.
I like to keep it to facts, the real
Okay,
stuff.
this was just a theory. I had a theory, but I thought I'd run past you and see what you thought. But if you want non-wacky, then we'll just talk about something different. It's all good.
Okay. Are you what a theory in the way that other people are involved?
Yes and no, if that's a better way of putting it. Sorry, it's just.
Do you
it's- I
believe
can only
that?
see like.
Do you believe he killed his family?
I do believe he had help, but as far as doing it all on his own, no, I don't think he did it all on his own.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm nervous. I played my hair a lot.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I mean, like, you know, the family says, believe them that they would never ever stop at anything in order to prosecute everybody that had anything to do with it. So that's what I think a lot of people don't understand. The public doesn't know a lot of everything that went on behind the scenes. But I can tell you, I know the family very well, and if you think for 1 minute that they didn't turn over every rock, yeah, they turned over every rock. Believe me.
Okay,
Meaning
well, can I
that
ask-
everything was checked into, things that you can't even see, things that are not in the discovery. Believe me, it was.
Okay, so you don't want me to say what I think may have happened the morning of or days leading up to?
I mean, what do you think? You think that?
Okay,
Go ahead.
sorry, I
Yeah.
don't think that when he drove home on Friday night, I don't think it was his truck he drove home.
But he didn't have the truck.
Yes, he did.
No.
When he went to work on Monday morning, the car he drove to work wasn't
You said
his.
night. Wait, hold on. What did we talk? They
Friday-
disappeared on a Monday.
Or the weekend happened. Yeah. Okay, what happened is when he drove home, whatever time he finished on the Friday, I don't believe it was his truck he drove home.
You mean his work truck?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was
Yep.
his truck because of the GPS. We know it was his truck.
Okay, because I just see it as the fact that the dogs didn't pick up on anything apart from outside the truck. I just found it a bit strange.
Yeah, but 100. Well, they did pick up a little on the outside of the truck. The dogs did. Yes, and we know 100% it was his truck because the GPS tells us.
But if you're so for example, if you're putting your car in to get serviced and you honestly have GPS in a loan car, you can do almost anything with that. You can make it so it picks up your location in a loan car too. You can type in your own location.
No. This was built into the truck, though. This wasn't something that was on his phone. This was built into the truck for their employees.
Oh, okay. Well, then
Yeah.
that ruins that theory. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah. No, well, you have the readouts. I mean, we have extensive readouts like that in the discovery on that shows you 100% it came from the truck. Yeah, it wasn't something he had on his phone.
Do you think NK was involved?
No, I don't think she was involved in this. I think my theory would have been that, yes, I think after had this not been stopped, had Nicole Atkinson not stopped it, I have no doubt that I think she would have come to help the cleanup portion of everything. And but that's my theory. But but in killing her or anything, no, Chris did that all. He did that all.
Okay, thank you. Now about TV shows.
Yes.
We changed the subject onto something that we can
Okay.
get the people in chat or the other two ladies on panel going, shut up! Did any of you get into Melrose Place? The original.
A little bit, because that's the other one that I was thinking of when I said Melrose
My
Place.
daughter
yes,
Bonnie always loved that Melrose Place. Her and her
Yes,
friends.
Beverly Hills 90210.
Oh yes, they loved
that
that.
I watched.
Yes.
90210. Yeah.
Yep.
Now, this is one that I have not been able to find on DVD. So if anyone out there has it on DVD, is prepared to make copies and send them to me, thumbs up all the way to Piggy Bank. Another Aaron Spelling one was called Sunset Beach.
I think I've heard of that, but I never watched that one.
Yeah, I don't remember that.
one's good. Sorry?
I was just going to say I don't remember that. I don't remember.
You
Bonnie
watched it,
watching
Danielle
that
C.
on YouTube.
Sunset Beach? Are you talking about something else? Danielle's saying I watched
Me?
that. Danielle is saying I watched
Yes.
that, but I don't know whether she means that or she means 902. I'm trying to see. Did anybody watch Sunset Beach?
It was an Aaron Spelling. It had the Jackie from Bold and the Beautiful in it. It had Annie that was in it. She was also in Bold and the Beautiful. And it had that guy who played Cole, the original, the recast of Cole, that is now married to Leanne Rimes in it.
Oh, yeah.
And I forget Randy Spelling, which even in the few scenes he had acted so much better than his sister Tori. Far out.
Let's see.
Sorry, I couldn't
Anybody?
still can't
Sunset
stand
Beach?
Tori Spelling.
Yeah, I know.
Anyone?
I watched. Lisa
When you
H.
see her
Lisa,
act, I just
Lisa
wanna like-
H. watched it. I watched Sunset Beach on NBC. Lisa H. did.
Yes. I loved that show. But the thing that really bugged me is that it only went for 3 seasons. There's 750 or so episodes. And yet you type in Sunset Beach DVD
You can't
onto
find it
eBay
anywhere.
and all you get is, no, I have not. I've wanted it since I was like 13. And it's like, come on, I'm 38 now, so you can imagine how long.
What
many
years was
years.
it on?
97 to 99.
Well, it looks like, okay, wait a second. I might have some good news. If I see something, it says August 28th, 1998, January 20th, episode 2, episode 1, episode 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they look like they're here on this, something called, let me see here. What is this on?
You got to bear in mind, I'm in Australia, so whereas it might say in American dollars it's like $30, but then over here it'll be like $60. So.
Okay, so this is on YouTube.
Yeah, see, I've only got my phone, and it's a tiny little screen, and I suffer from keratoconus, so the screens all the time. for me is just quite straining on my eyes. So not a good idea.
Oh, okay. Because I'm pulling them up. There's lots of them on YouTube here.
Yeah, but the thing is,
You
they're all
can't cast
distorted.
it. Can't you cast it to a TV or something?
I could if I had a better TV, but my TV's like 10 years old and it's shit. But
Oh.
I'll work something out because I know someone in London claims that they could do it all for $150, but I don't know if that's Australian or their money.
Oh.
So
Okay.
I don't know. But no, I'm looking into it. So yeah.
Yeah.
But in answer to your question you asked earlier, yes, Young and the Restless is still showing at the
Is it?
moment, and Bold and the Beautiful is. Who likes the new Ridge? Even though he's not new now, he's been in it for quite a few years. Does anybody like the new Ridge in the Bold and the Beautiful, or is it just me
Ridge.
thinking
That's
that?
who I was thinking of. They have a new Ridge. What happened to the old Ridge?
For what I heard over here, because we have soap magazines like TV soap and all that kind of
Right.
stuff.
Yeah.
Apparently, Ron Moss wanted more money, and they didn't want to give it to him, so they sacked him, and they got Thornton Kaye in, and he is a babe. He used to be, I think it was in Guiding Light. I never saw that show, or was it?
I know, but isn't it hard? Isn't it hard to just change characters like that?
For me, because I don't get too invested into characters, it's easy for me just to look and go, okay, I'm looking at this character and I'm just trying to imagine, like Ron Moss, for example, trying to imagine him doing a certain scene when he's with Catherine Kelly Lang. For me, it's funny because I'm like, at least when Ron and Catherine kissed, they actually looked like they were pashing, whereas when you see Thorsten Cade kissing Catherine Kelly Lang, he's like, I just want this scene to be over.
What?
Ugh,
Oh, yeah.
I don't like this woman, but he's a babe. I absolutely adore Thornton Kaye, or however you pronounce his name. I adore him.
I'm looking at
He's
him now. He kind of looks like he could, but something happened to Ridge. Is that what he? Something looks odd. The other Ridge, the original Ridge.
The original Ridge for me looked like a plastic doll, but in scenes you'd actually see his sweaty pits, and
yeah,
no
but
offense to someone that
Ridge,
sweats,
but he didn't age well. I'm looking at it. Okay, first when he came on there, he looked like maybe I don't know, maybe that he was like a real pretty boy, right? Like he wore more makeups than some of the women. It looked like Ridge, the real Ridge. I'm looking at all the pictures and remembering that.
Yes,
like there was always something a little weird. Like sometimes you didn't. I don't know, but he didn't age very well. I'm looking at some pictures of him as with gray hair and stuff, and he's looking more like looking much more feminine. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Okay. Even his hair, even his hairstyle. Like there's one picture here where he's got this like salt and pepper hair, and it's really poofy and really feathery, and he's wearing this like very blousy black shirt, and he looks like he could be friends with Barry Manilow.
Yes, because I look at pictures. The one thing I've always loved about your
Not
lives,
that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying that's what it looks like.
Well, you never know. In a few years' time, Ron Moss might come out as Ramona.
Could be, you know.
You know, because before Bruce Jenner became Caitlyn, and just as he puts it, I dead named him. Before he made his transition, I always said he's going to be doing drag one of these days, or he's going to make the full change. And every person I said that to said, "Don't be effing stupid. Don't say that." And then it was just like, well. Hello, I was right. But I'm not a fan of Caitlyn Jenner.
But, there's a picture of Ridge, and I think they touched this up somehow because he kind of looks like Patrick Swayze in that picture. In that picture there, which is from...
you can't...
Pinterest.
Patrick Swayze was a honey.
Yes,
and
but
Ron Moss
right there.
But
I think this picture has been heavily touched up here. Okay, the one I just showed. If you could look back on YouTube, you can see it. And he's wearing this denim, and they made him look like a lot like Patrick Swayze.
Who would?
But
Okay, here's a question for the panel because, like I said, I can't see chat, and chat can answer this too. Who would you say was the ultimate heartthrob singer of your era?
well,
Again, I can't
I
see
loved
chat.
Rick Springfield. I loved Jack Wagner. I mean, like Heartthrob, that looked good and sang good. And Jack Wagner, gosh, when he was on General
That song
Hospital
going
and he
back
was
again.
singing, what?
That song he sang in The Bold of the Beautiful, going
Lady
back
of
again.
my
That was my
well, the
playlist.
General Hospital was Jack Wagner. Lady of My Heart, Tell Me Who You Are. Yeah, yeah. He just sang these songs that you wouldn't expect to come out of him, but then oh gosh, Jack Wagner, yeah, and Rick Springfield, yeah.
Okay, I get judged for this quite a bit. Even though he passed away before I was born, I'm a massive Elvis Presley fan.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly don't care what anyone thinks. I found the fact that in his earlier career and stuff, yes, he was great. He was cute and good on
My
him.
husband really likes Elvis, and I do too.
Sorry?
My husband likes Elvis, and I do.
Oh, your husband's a good man then. But for me, now I'm not one to judge anyone on anything, but I believe in my heart the reason the way I loved Elvis was from when he started putting on the weight. And I know that sounds horrible to say that, but it's yes,
people like
because of the fact
Elvis.
that he could. The reason I did is because of the fact that his voice never failed him. No matter what happened in his career, his voice always got him through. And the fact that with him, it was like when he was in Hawaii, he was, he lost a lot of weight to do that, got down to a 32-inch waist.
And he was sweating like crazy. I'll never, he was sweating so profusely then.
If you notice as well, he was crying a lot in that concert as well, because only a few months or a few weeks prior to that, his divorce with Priscilla was final. So that was more or less like a love concert for Priscilla. Mm-hmm. But he was crying when he sang What Now My Love. He cried through It's Over, and he cried through sorry, I just swore on your channel, sorry. He cried a lot in that American Trilogy. They're the three main songs that in the Hawaii concert that Elvis Presley actually cried in. And if you watch the Hawaii concert, you'll notice he'll do a sad, want to cry your eyes out kind of song, and then he'll go into an upbeat song just so then he could disguise the fact that he was crying. Mm-hmm. And also, like I said, when I've got one of his concerts, I think it was March 1977. Unfortunately, I can't get the rest, which peeves me off. But watching that and knowing that he had to solely rely on his voice, and that's why I admired him towards the end of his career, because he couldn't, shake, rattle and roll like he used to.
Right.
When he used to get, filmed from the waist up. He couldn't do that as much as he could back in 77. So watching him grow from, saying, a kid who came second or third in a music career to go to what he did. And Colonel Tom Parker, I don't like him. I'm not going to say exactly what I think of him because I don't want to be kicked off the panel. But the fact that Elvis gave his all, no matter what he did, he gave to charities, he gave to people on the street. There's people looking at a car, and Elvis asked if they liked the car, and they said, well, yeah. Apart from being blindsided that Elvis Presley was talking to them, he went up, came out with the paperwork and the keys, and goes, it's yours. Things like that Elvis did for people. And you see people these days, like, as much as it's going to sound horrible to put it this way, you see people like Ellen DeGeneres, Oprah Winfrey, and all these other famous people that make good money are the ones that are saying, dig in deep and donate to my charity. Well, they don't say donate to my charity. They're like, donate to this charity and donate to this charity, And it's like, how about digging in your own pockets? Like, Oprah's, I think, just shy of a billionaire, and yet she still wants people to donate to her. It's like, I lost all respect for you, Oprah, when you interviewed those two dips from Leaving Neverland, who tried to continuously sue Michael Jackson's estate, and yet they were laughing about it. you know?
Yeah,
So I don't have respect for people who try and defame someone. Like Priscilla Presley needs to have a gag order.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I didn't
Sorry.
see that, but no. But I was
She
thinking
never
about my brother loved Elvis Presley, that's for sure. Yeah, he loved Elvis Presley. Still does. Still does. So
stops talking about him. So she divorced him.
Mhm.
Yeah, sorry if I've been rude by dropping a few swears there. I do apologise. But no, Elvis Presley's always my number one singer. I watch his concert at least once a week.
Really? At least once a day, really?
Do you think he died? Sorry? What was that?
I don't know. I said you watch it at least once a day?
Once a week.
Oh, once a week.
Yes, because I see it as that even though he died 5 years before I was born, his music, for some reason, it always gets me through feeling bad about myself or feeling down and out. I look at him and I look and think, if he is able to overcome all adversity, over everything he had been through, not, you know, from rags to riches story, and yet he still gave to people. He didn't look and go, oh, I've made it big now, you know, if this, if that, you know, you've made me famous. Now I'm going to forget the people who are still buying my albums. I'm going to forget the people who still come to my concerts. He never did that.
Mm-hmm.
He still respected his fans, you know, and there's not many celebrities out there these days that you can honestly say that would do that.
Mm-hmm.
Can any of you?
Yeah, Barry Manilow's not like that anymore.
Barry Manilow. Oh, I'm trying to. I think did he sing "Weekend in
Weekend in New England.
Yeah, I love that song.
Yeah,
that song's beautiful.
but he changed. The last Barry Manilow concert I went to, I said this is the last one. He forgot where he came from. He forgot everything. He just
Really? Like what? What do you mean?
He didn't really. You could just see it was he didn't care about his fans at all.
Really?
Yeah. Everybody sad, it wasn't just me. Everybody was saying it when we left, and I'll never forget these people. They said, "Yeah, it's a shame, but he forgot where he came from."
Wow.
I mean, well, how did he act before? I mean,
he used to really interact with the audience, and I mean, he used to always call somebody up with "Can't Smile Without You," and I don't know. He used to interact a lot, and like he was just like, you know, just like it was just a performance. He didn't want to go above and beyond. Like it was just not good.
Wow.
And Paul McCartney,
it was like he was there for the paycheck and not for any other reason.
And I tell you, Paul McCartney was the best concert we've ever been to in our lives. That man gave everything and more. That was the best concert ever.
That'd be something to go.
Yeah, he was the best. He just gave and gave and gave and just that concert went on forever. He was just so happy to be. You felt it. But Barry Manilow, I never went to another one after that, and I was so disillusioned with him. I can't remember exactly, like, because it was a while ago, but I know it was really horrendous. And I remember when we were walking out, and these people behind us were saying, "No, it's not." He forgot where he came from. He forgot about his fans. He's just, you know.
So it was that obvious.
Oh yeah, yeah.
See,
well, that's a disappointment.
I think I think everybody was screaming encore, and he came in for like this like little crappy song that was like, you know, like usually they'll do a set or something. It was just, he wasn't good.
You don't think he's maybe the beginning of Alzheimer's or something?
Not at that time, no. I don't think it was, but I
think what she means by where he came from, I don't think she means like say his country he came from. I think like where he started out from.
Yeah, his roots, that he was like where he came, how he came up and coming, and he played in the, you know, all this stuff. He wasn't born into money or any, like, you know, he forgot, and now he's just like he was just like this prima donna.
Yeah, I knew that's what you meant. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were a bit confused. I'm so sorry.
No, I was just wondering how she could tell, you know.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I didn't mean to be disrespectful to you.
No, that wasn't disrespectful.
I remember because when I was going to a lot of his concerts, right, and reading a lot about him on the internet, there was this lady, And I don't know where I was in some forum, and it was crazy. I wish I could get there again today because I would love to read that on this show. Because I used to just be able to tell like my sister about it, and that was it. But this lady, she said, I have to tell you guys, I love Barry so much that I think he lives in my house. And so
What?
he was her imaginary friend. So she would pretend Barry lived there. And she goes, when I call my husband to breakfast, I call Barry too.
Oh.
And she was oh gosh, I am going to try to look for this on the internet. And I remember reading this, and she goes, I scream up like, Bill, Barry, breakfast. And I was like, she's got to be kidding me, right? This is not
So
real.
how do I turn the camera temporary turn the camera off, because
On the
I
bottom.
want to have a cigarette and I don't think it's appropriate
on the
to have
bottom,
it
on the bottom.
what?
You see where there's a video, it says stop video.
Oh, yep, there we go. Oh, yep, there we go.
There
Cool.
you go.
I'm
But
getting
yeah.
in bed, so
Now,
I won't be
continue
having
the
the camera
story.
on.
Okay, Scooter. Yeah, but it
But
was,
no, I think that when people can do a concert, like people were saying over here in Australia, one of the last concerts Whitney Houston ever did here, people were actually walking out on her because they were
Oh.
saying when she came and sang I Will Always Love You, as you know, that's a #1 hit from The Bodyguard. They're saying that she couldn't hit the notes, she was forgetting words, she was stumbling over her words. But the thing is that people don't get, though, is the fact that even though she was stumbling over the words, she was still there. She was still trying. You know, you can't expect someone from, say, the age of 12 to the age of, say, 40 to still be able to reach these amazing high notes. And I found when I heard that, I was actually quite disgusted in people here in Adelaide. They were actually paying X amount of money for tickets, but then walking out on her.
mm-hmm.
You know, and then they wonder, oh, what caused her downward spiral? Or, gee, I don't know. What do you think? Walking out on her, do you think that gave her confidence to stay off the drugs? Do you think that gave her confidence to be able to strive to get better? No. If anything, that made her feel worse.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's disgusting.
So yeah, I don't know. There's like
Oh, I forgot to put my sweat.
I
Sorry.
don't know.
I don't
It
know.
was just, it was just. I wish I could remember, but like I can't remember this. But I just remember being so disappointed with him. And then soon after that, he started that like Vegas gig he has, you know, and it's like because he was
Just,
always
you know,
he
it
was
takes
always
one
a phony. He was a phony guy. Like he hid being gay for so long. Okay. And everybody basically knew Barry Manilow was gay, right? And
Yes.
but he still would act so turned on about girls.
Mm.
Yeah.
And you know, even when he would bring them on stage, because I used to watch his old concerts. I have so many embarrassing VHS from back then of his concerts, okay, and all of that stuff, because I listened to him as a little kid all the time, and so did my friends. And so, you know, it was like when you look back at his old concerts that I would have been like way too little to even remember, you can see like he was pretending he was so turned on by these women. And then he had that marriage, the whole sham of a marriage, and he used to keep pushing that, like this whole thing, like I even walked down the aisle, but he never said, you know, it didn't stay together because he was gay. It just he just
He got married to somebody?
oh yeah, to Susan, somebody, but
I never do that.
I didn't
yeah,
either.
well I guess you don't know a lot about Barry Manilow then.
No, I don't.
But
I mean,
Okay.
I always liked Barry Manilow.
mm-hmm.
What are your theories on Freddie Mercury from
Freddie-
Queen?
What are my theories on him?
Like, what do you think of him as a singer?
I think
I
I
love him
like
as a
him.
singer.
He was an amazing singer. Yeah.
I just think the fact that I think the fact that the press wouldn't leave him alone, that, you know, it's just really sad that he was basically a prisoner for the last few weeks of his life. Yes, he was in and out of consciousness, but he couldn't even go out to his garden because the paparazzi was outside. What to say? I can't remember the name of his place. What's it called? Garden Lodge. They were just outside stalking.
Mm-hmm.
And wouldn't leave him alone. I just found it sad. I've watched documentaries. I watched documentaries on Freddie. I watched documentaries on the Carpenters, and I love the Carpenters.
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, but the
she
fact
lived,
that-
she went to school with my friends.
Really? Oh, yeah, because you
Mhm.
went to school. I mean, you know the Boones, so now you know Karen's friends too.
Well, no, I didn't know her
Okay.
like I know them,
Right.
but she went to Downing High.
Mm-hmm.
You know the Boone family?
Oh,
Huh?
You know the Boone family?
Scooter, are you losing your mind?
Scooter, you
We've
know I
went over
do.
this 100 times already.
I must not have been there when you guys
Oh
did.
my
Scooter!
goodness.
No
I
way. She's joking.
She
No,
has
I'm
to
not.
be.
I really am not.
Come
And
on, Scooter.
No, you've been on here.
no, you guys have talked about her songs.
Don't scare me, Scooter.
I have
Scooter.
that you knew her, that family.
She
I
said it on
I
multiple times, Scooter.
I never heard that. For real. I'm not
I'm scared.
joking. No,
I'm
you
scared.
talked about
Here's
the
a question
songs
for you, girl, ladies. In
Yes.
regards to the Carpenters, do you think it was fair on Richard to wait until he had all the rights to the Carpenters' royalties after Karen passed away before he even thought about releasing Karen's solo album? Do you think that was fair?
Wait, say it again. Do we think it was fair? What?
Sorry, okay, when well, what's his name? Richard was in rehab trying to get off the Quaaludes.
Right, yeah.
Karen released a solo album, but they refused to release it to the public. After in Karen's will, it had stated that Richard Carpenter will receive all the money from the Carpenters' royalties, what they
Right.
make of albums, whether it's together or separate. Do you think it was fair on Karen's legacy to release the album after she died that she made when he was in rehab? Keep in mind, he would have got all the royalties for whatever of those albums sold.
So her solo album, what songs
Was
were
it
on
released?
it?
Sorry?
What songs were on that album?
can't
I don't
remember.
know
I
offhand,
have it,
but I
but I
know that
can't
it's like
remember.
disco back in the day. And because Richard and his mother didn't think the press or the public would receive it well, they shelved it, as they call it.
Oh, they
Then when
didn't release it?
No, but when Karen passed away, Richard went ahead and released it.
Okay.
So my question is, do you think that was fair on him to do that?
I mean, it was his sister. There was part of, his act. After she passed away, we don't know. Maybe people were saying, we want more Karen, more Karen. Maybe they would release it because they just want more of her out there since Cher's life was so short.
Yeah, I just think it's personally, without being dramatic, I think it's disgusting that he wouldn't let Karen release the album to get recognition for something that she put her heart and soul into.
Right, but maybe maybe they both had a change of heart, though. You know what I'm saying? Because maybe he never expected her to die. I don't think. I mean, I don't know. I think after somebody dies, if there's something out there that's more to them, you know, and because she died so young at 32, and
yeah,
you'd want to release it and put it out there and let people hear.
Yeah, I just wish they released it while Karen was alive, so then she could have been proud of something that she, you know, that was her baby.
Well,
as they
then
call
maybe
it.
they feel bad. They could still feel really bad about that too. You know what I mean? But they
Right,
didn't want to just not release it.
Yep. Well, I hate to be rude. I've only got 9% on my phone, so I've got to hop down.
Okay.
But thank you for letting me join you.
You're welcome. Okay.
Okay,
nice
take
talking
care,
to you.
everyone.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
How do I end this? I don't know how to. Hang on.
Oh, let me see. I can get you out if you can. Let me see. I think I can.
Sorry.
That's okay. Bye-bye.
You know where they used to love to eat all the time
The Carpenters?
as a family? Yeah. Because I used to see them there.
Oh, really? Used to see them there.
Yeah, Red Robin.
Wait
And
a
she
minute.
used to.
Wait. Red Robin. That
Robin,
one?
yes. Yes.
How we only got Red Robin at about 2005.
Well, I can't help it. At the Cerritos Mall, there was a Red Robin, and they used to go eat there all the time.
Karen?
And her mother and her dad and Richard.
You saw them there?
Yeah. And I used to see her and her mother at Omni stationary. I saw them there 3 times. And in the Lakewood Mall, we parked next to each other and getting out of the car. And I was walking, you know how when you're getting out of a parking structure, you know, you're walking up and you're right by him. She was always shopping with her mom.
Do you never
when
ask
she
her
was
for
in
her
town.
autograph?
No, I could tell by
Probably.
her look
Yeah.
that she didn't want to be bothered. You could read it on her. And I didn't, no. But I would see them, you know, quite often. And her and her mom, which, like I say, they would shop all the time together. Because I lived in Lakewood, she lived in Downey, and they're right next to each other. And my friend of mine, Dolores and Julie, they went to high school with her in Downey High. So, yeah, I did. That's the truth.
Can I say something that I just meant to say when I was driving the car the other day and I didn't get to say it?
What?
You know something that's really weird? Okay, you have The Godfather and you have
Uh-huh.
Francis Ford Coppola. But you know that they're naming the sister Connie. Do you know why that's so crazy and probably would never happen?
Why?
Okay. When my mother went to school, and her parents came here from Italy, okay?
Mm-hmm.
My grandmother would say to my mother, "Who's in your class? Who's your friends?" "Oh, my friend is Connie." And my grandmother said, "Stop it, Ida. Who is your friend? What is her name?" "Her name is Connie, Mom." My grandmother would say, "Stop it. No one would name their child Connie, because what does that mean in Italian?" Dog.
Really?
So it would be like saying, "Yeah, Mom, this is my best friend. Her name's Dog." And so my grandmother's saying, "Stop it, Ida. Nobody would name their child." So it always drove me crazy that he made the sister's name Connie.
Well, I don't know. Now that you say
Danielle, do you get what I'm saying, Danielle? Hi, it's Bink.
that. You mean kind of like the B word?
No, Connie means dog.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so it would be the same kind of thing as, Connie. It sounds just like that. It's not spelled the same way,
Right.
but it sounds like that. So if somebody, it just wouldn't happen.
Huh.
The other name that they didn't like was Dolores, and that's what it reminded me, because Dolore means pain.
Oh.
So that's all they would say. Like when anybody was Dolores, they would, why would somebody name their child Pain?
Huh.
Right? Yeah. Yes. See, Danielle knows it. Like dog. And it was also like slang for Italians. If you said it just like Danielle did, she said like dog, ugly. Okay, like how you say it here, like, oh, she's a dog?
Yeah.
The Italians do it the same way with Connie.
Huh.
Okay, so when my mother came home and was telling her mother this, I got this friend, and my grandmother couldn't believe it. My mother used to always tell me this story.
Isn't that something? I never knew that.
For him to put the daughter's name as Connie, it makes no sense. There's a few things that make it no sense there, but yeah.
So I wonder why he did that then.
Just like also, you have this Sicilian guy having the boy and naming it Anthony. That would not happen. That child would be named after the paternal grandfather. There were so many little traditions that I'm not little. They are like paramount that they did not follow.
Huh.
So yeah.
Now you're talking about the Sicilian families.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm talking Italian families too. They still name after the grandfather. They don't name after the father, or they'll name after the father if they want to, but it'll be the second boy. but really it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be the paternal grandfather, the maternal grandfather, then back to the paternal first brother. That if you want to go by the real, the oldest brother, then to the maternal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they go the whole 9 yards like that. And that's why, like in the Goodfellas and stuff, and they say they have all these families and they've got so many Maries. And so, because they're all, like, they used to have big families and everybody names the oldest boy, the sons, after the paternal grandfather. But then even the daughters, by the second son, it's named after the maternal grandfather, so they all have the same name.
Oh, okay.
You got to have 40 Vitos and 60 Maries, that's how it happens. It's old school. See, Danielle said it's old school. But to say that, because I would just watch interviews with him, and he was saying, like, how he was trying to be, like, this authority on this stuff, but he made so many mistakes like that. I don't know. I just found there was a lot of mistakes. If I watch the movie, I can show them to you that don't follow any kind of Italian or Sicilian traditions.
Isn't that weird?
See?
Because he's Italian himself, isn't he?
See, Lisa D's here, and she said it's all true. Italian traditional naming practices. No, they would not name their daughter Connie. Yeah, all the cousins would all have, all the boys would, their first child would all be the same name, and then you would know them as, like, if then, like, oh, Charlie from this one, Charlie from that one, Charlie from this place, because they all
Right.
have the same name.
I think it's a little confusing.
Yes, so there's always, like, but Italians do that in general. They make up names for people, like, my father used to tell me, like, hey, like, round our table, this is what you would hear. My father would be like, Ida, remember Grocery Feet? When oh my gosh, I haven't thought of Grocery Feet in a long time. I love him. So do I. Remember Johnny Waterhead, how he threw that ball? Yeah, Johnny Waterhead. Oh my gosh. Where do you think he is now? I don't know. I think he got married to, and it was always Bubbles. Oh my gosh, Bubbles. Everybody had names like that. Either it was their name, and then they would say, you know why they called him Grocery Feet? Why? Because he delivered groceries, right? And the steps used to be really narrow, so he would have to he would have his feet turned out so he could get up the stairs. So after a while it did something. They called him Grocery Feet. And they would do it too, it wasn't something they did behind his bed. They would call him Grocery Feet. And he would, it was like, yeah, it was crazy. But that's why they call him Grocery Feet.
So they always say the name, but then associate what they did.
Or that for him, Grocery Feet, that became his whole name. That's how they. Hey, have you seen Grocery Feet? Yeah, I saw him. He was up the road. He was getting, it's like crazy. I'm telling you, you'd sit there and you'd laugh and your head off. But they all had names. Oh my gosh. But yeah, Connie would never, and there was just other traditions he did not follow. Because it wouldn't matter, like, if his other brother, they would all, the first boy would be Vito for the sons.
What was the mother's name in The Godfather?
Her name, what was her name?
You'd think I'd know. I've seen that. If I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times.
What was the mother's name? Like, they should have named her Marie, or they should have named her Connie. It just doesn't make sense.
Connie was the daughter.
Yeah, but they wouldn't have named her Connie. Trust me, they wouldn't have named her Connie.
I'm just saying. I'm telling you what it was in the movie.
I know, but I just don't understand how. I think he was married. He's married to an American woman because that's what he based it on. She probably like, please, can you put her name? Let her be Connie because my mother likes Connie. And then he was like, probably have put it. He didn't even guarantee you.
Wasn't her name Delphine?
Mm-mm. No.
Delphine?
Margaret?
No.
Mm-mm. I'll tell you what it was.
You know, did they ever call her by her
Carmela.
name?
Fountain
I don't think they
Choir's
did.
got it. It's Carmela.
Is that what it is?
Choir's
Carmela?
got it. Yep.
Carmela.
Okay.
See, that's a name. Okay, Carmela, right? That, but watch. I wonder. I've never even looked it up, but
Hi, Big Mama. How you doing? You're sure it wasn't Betty Sue?
Betty Sue?
I'm getting slap happy. Bobby Joe?
Bobby Joe, you're thinking of Petticoat Junction.
Yeah, Petticoat Junction. They were Billy Joe.
Bobby
Betty-
Joe.
What?
Billy Joe, Bobby Joe, and Betty Joe, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yep.
They all had Joe.
Big Mama, yeah, me too. It's been a wild ride these last couple of days, huh? It's been fun though.
what? The drama?
Yeah.
Why,
She
what-
said she's on a what did she say here?
Nothing.
She's on a drama hangover.
Nothing happened today, right? It's all done,
Well,
isn't it?
yeah, but
But what? You still
No, I
talking
mean-
about the series finale? It's all
no, there
done.
was a really good stream tonight, I thought, on a certain channel.
It's all done.
That, what?
It's all done. What could be more?
Trying to help people that are hurt by it, kind of, and opening people's eyes.
Well, yeah.
No, kind of like the J-Bills thing, A lot of these people are in shock.
Yeah, but a lot of them are in shock, but they're right into another one.
Hi, Shannon.
6 months from now, I bet you half of them are in that other one.
You're probably right. I won't. Yeah, I know. I'm just
So
saying.
what eyes are being opened? Really, I don't know. I think it's she came, she said what she said, and there are still people there that support that. So that's it. Then you got to let it go. They know what it is. They're okay with it. She didn't lose any subscribers.
She gained.
She gained members when she's telling you it's my income. I'm going to do what I want with it. They don't tell me what I'm going to do with it. She came out there. She was aggressive. She was rude, and they loved it.
Yeah, you're right. Oh, Deborah Van Couverton said, nope, there was more today. I didn't hear any, I didn't, I just kind of heard, talking and whatnot. I was in one stream for quite a while listening. Danielle says I'm going to get thrown out of here. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yes, Big Mama.
Yeah, but you say it's Connie is short for Constance. But you know what? They wouldn't call her Connie no matter what. They wouldn't call her Connie. That's what I'm trying to say. No. Christy, the way that the Italians say it, it's too close. Connie. They don't say Carni. No, Connie is the dog.
Connie.
Talk to Danielle. Danielle?
Start rapping your Italian, Danielle.
They wouldn't call. There's no. Connie is the dog. They would not name the dog. They wouldn't do it. It wouldn't happen. Not people that actively spoke Italian in their house would not call their daughter that. Dory is what code for something? What? Dory?
I don't know. We're talking about Italian names.
You agree, Julian? Yeah. It's
I have
just
asked
like
this before, but by chance, did anyone in chat or YouTube, did you ever watch Bella Mafia?
I don't think so. No, what is it?
Such a good movie. So good. Oh gosh, well, you'd have to look it up. I can't remember the actor. Shoot, who plays the mother? Look it up right now, Carolyn. I'm so bad at names.
What is it?
Bella Mafia.
What am I looking up about it?
That who the actresses were. Really, really good movie. Anyone that hasn't seen it, and if you like anything having to do with, mafia or anything like that, watch it. It is so good.
Bella Mafia is from 1997 from Vanessa Redgrave, Nastasia
Yes.
Kinski, Jennifer Tilly. Maybe I've seen it. I thought it was a series. Ileana Douglas and Dennis Farina.
Such a good movie.
Redgrave was nominated for the Golden Globe miniseries or television film, and the movie has gained a cult following.
Well, leave it to me.
You can watch
The
the
old
full.
cult
You can
follower.
watch the full movie. It looks like on YouTube.
Really?
That's what it says here.
Oh, for
I'll
corn's sake.
put a link in there for corn's sake. I'll put a link in
Yes,
the chat.
do it. Yo, you guys
Okay.
watch it.
Let me put this in. There you
Have
go.
you seen it, Scooter?
No, what's it called?
There you go.
Are you listening?
The Bella Mafia?
Yes.
No, I've never heard of it.
Watch it. Carolyn's going to put the link. You can watch it on YouTube.
No.
Dory, is
Okay.
that supposed to be funny? Because that's a racist thing to say. And I think I remember your name from some hate channels. Maybe that's why I remember your name, Dory. It's not from being a good person or anything. It's from hate channels. And you just gave a racist slur. So you're gone, baby. See you later.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
See you
yeah.
later. Take your ugly, Italian, racist ass out of my chat,
Yeah.
you sicko. Okay, sorry. I don't.
That's okay.
No, understood. Understood.
Bye-bye, Dory.
Are we allowed just to say abafungo?
Sorry, I don't. I am not used to somebody being racist like that. That is just disgusting. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'd love you to say that to my face, or better come to my neighborhood and say it to some Italians. I'd love you to just come do that. And behind your keyboard with no avatar.
Well, there's always got to be one.
I know her. I know her name.
Yep.
I've seen that name, and it's not in a good way. Deborah Van Couverden, we had somebody that came in here with an Italian racist remark, so she's gone. Oh, we got to check Top Chatter. It's still saying Kevin Leonard. I wonder if he is, because
Where is Kevin?
he might be at the
Today.
casino, maybe with his mother. It is Saturday.
That's true.
No, this is Friday.
Oh, I thought it was Saturday.
I think
too
it's
for a minute.
Saturday too.
What an
Oh my
idiot.
gosh, it is Friday.
Oh, he's here.
Where?
Kevin?
Yeah, he's here.
I don't
Kevin.
have Scooter throw puncher.
I'll do it, Kevin. You know I will.
You think? Oh, let me see. What was I supposed to be looking up? Oh, if Kevin Leonard's still the Top Chatter.
I got way too excited when Kevin came in.
Oh, yeah. Well, I did too, because I thought you said he was gone. And you always try to make it sound like they're gone.
No, I do not.
You like to create drama. Like,
What do you mean gone?
Kevin wasn't there last night either. But he was there because I saw him make a remark about yeah, that was in the afternoon. And then we should have that music that they play on a soap opera, like dun dun dun. Right? And then they could have a thought bubble that's not really, but it's me speaking, but I don't say anything, and it's like, is everything okay with Kevin?
He had a nap earlier. See, I was just getting ready to say
I wonder
maybe
if
he
everything's
actually went
okay
to
with
sleep
Kevin.
tonight.
Oh.
Maybe something's wrong with Kevin.
I
Maybe
never
he
say
hates us.
that.
No, that's what's to go through my head when they play that music.
Yeah.
That they just hear my thoughts saying, "Oh my gosh, I hope everything's okay with Kevin. Maybe he hates everyone."
Oh, dear God, don't start that.
No, I'm just trying to say that, I got to check if he's a Top Chatter though. Sorry.
Yeah, all this Lisa H is starting to rub off on me, I guess.
What?
I didn't realize I was sounding like that.
About
She says
drama?
our own personal drama queen.
Yeah. And now because it's ending with there, you got to bring some drama, right, Scooter?
And see, and I didn't know what you're talking about. I'm too busy watching goats being born.
I know.
Yeah,
Think
Big
about that one.
Mama. Big Mama, that could be true too.
Okay, let me go over here.
Bunny, darling. That's cute, Bunny, darling.
Bunny darling. It always sounds like a mommy dearest. Christina darling. Okay, what am I doing for that? I'm going to find out who's the Top Chatter. Top Chatter. Top Chatter. Let's see.
What? What?
I cannot even believe what I'm
Oh,
seeing,
what?
but we have to change it.
Who is it?
Kevin, your lead was incredible. What the freak happened? You've been dethroned.
Oh, no.
I cannot believe it, that Kevin was dethroned.
I know, Kevin.
So
when you
long.
Do you know who the Top Chatter is?
Yes, yes. I'll tell you. I have a feeling I know. It is Danielle C.
Can everybody put it up in the chat who they think the Top Chatter is? Lock in your selection now.
Kevin, I know when you can take a nap, you get it.
Stop pretending you know so much about Kevin and his personal life, Scooter. You make yourself sound important and you're so tight with Kevin. He told me he's actually honestly a little scared of you. And he's almost considered a block on his number from you. He just texted me. He's like, how does Scooter know about my naps and when I take them? Okay. Can you tell me what the chat is saying? Anybody? Can they see that?
Let's see. We're getting Danielle C. We're getting
I gotta get down.
Burden, Robbity Bob, Hubie, Lisa H. More Danielle C.
Daniel
Deborah
C
Van-
is the top chatter, and I just changed it, Kevin.
Wow, I got it too.
Well, congratulations, you little chatter.
She's a chatter, and I'll tell you who else is the chatters.
He's got a lot to say all of a sudden.
Daniel C is number 1. She has 1632, and Kevin's number 2 with 1572. It's close. It's going to be tight this
Yeah.
week. We're going to have to check every day. Well, they do it by the week. So this is since 4-3. So I think 4-10. Maybe it might change. We got to check tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to change tomorrow. Kevin Leonard, 1572. 3, Deborah Van Couverden, 1068. Kubi is number 4. 5 is Robbity Bob. 6 is Sean Sneed. 7 is Shar. 8 is Lisa H. 9 is Sharon Martin. 10 is Debbie L. 11 is Tammy McD. 12 is Antimone Lane. Wonder if she's related to Robin. Jeanette, 13. 14, Nana Patty. 15, Elizabeth F. No, wait, our Elizabeth F. Our Elizabeth T was the one that was in that never left the marathon, right?
I don't remember.
Yeah. Muppets in Manilow, 16. 17 is High 61. 18 is Linda Uribe. 19 is Jen H. 20 is Karen H. I wonder if they're sisters. And AJ Vintage is 21. 22, Patricia Fassett. 23, 2 Scooter. 24, Nana T. 25, Shannon M.
Wow, I'm always like, right, I have been at least getting in there, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Yep. But
Yeah.
we have a new
Uh-huh.
top chatter. It's Danielle C. Congratulations, Danielle C.
Congratulations.
And
Uh-oh. Good night, sweetheart. Well, it's time
no,
to
I get
go.
Nightbite's saying it for a week. Yeah, Nightbite's gonna. Well, it could be more than a week if you continue the lead.
So we never got to felt with your daughter.
Elizabeth F. Yeah, I know. You know that always happens to me. You always plan on that's why I don't like plans.
Why?
Because they
thank you
never
for
work out for
reminding
me.
her of that, Davida.
What?
Plans don't work out for me. When I plan things, they don't usually happen.
Oh, I hear you there. That's why I
Okay,
don't
because you
plan
have all
stuff.
these plans of what you're going to do, and then somebody leaves the sink on. Things like that happen. You know?
Yeah. I don't make plans for that very reason.
I can't stand making plans.
Because I don't like to hurt people and, you know what I mean, and not follow through.
I know, and I told her to bring
That's
her
why I
felt,
don't.
and I did bring out the felting book, and I tried to show it to her, and then she was like, yeah, and then she was like, the other day, she's like, oh, we didn't get to felt or whatever, and then I'm like, yeah, I know. Don't worry, there's time, you know? There's always time. No, there's not. Okay. Maybe she can do
She
it.
probably won't be back for a year.
Maybe she can do it on his, like, maybe on a Zoom or something. I don't know. It's not the same, but.
Darn.
Darn. All right. What time is it? Oh my gosh. No. Look what
Okay.
time it is, you people. No wonder
Goodbye.
Lisa D was here. Elizabeth F. Wait, I am so confused. Elizabeth F is Elizabeth F. Is not our Elizabeth T, or did she change her name from Elizabeth
I
T to
don't
Elizabeth
know.
F?
I don't know either.
Elizabeth F. Did you used to be Elizabeth T, who was in the marathon all the time, or are you now Elizabeth F. and there's Elizabeth T, I'm confused. Royally, I'm so confused.
Yep, here it comes, Lisa D. Well, it was nice seeing you at least to text.
I can't believe I tired.
Oh, I'm at work. Cramping my style.
I'm waiting to see if Elizabeth answers before I do it.
I hate to leave
We have
you,
both
but
Elizabeth T and Elizabeth F. Okay, but I'm so confused.
oh no, here goes another sleepless night.
Because now I'm confused.
Hey, they gave me a whole refund on that sewing machine.
What? And they're sending you another one?
No, remember they don't make them anymore.
Oh, so they just gave it to you for free.
Well, basically because
what-
they gave me a credit.
What are you going to do now?
What do you mean?
Isn't there
I'm not. I called
but there's no way you can't get something through like an old part?
Well, I called a vacuum and sewing machine place,
Mm-hmm.
and I told them,
Mm-hmm.
What happened.
Yeah.
And I said, have you ever had that happen or fix something? And they said, well, not exactly. And they go, but bring it in and we can see if we can do something. So I'm going to give it a shot because they give a free estimate.
Now, what is it that happened with you?
Okay, it's not a top load bobbin.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one where you open it up and you have to put it in. You know what I'm talking about.
I
the
have.
inside.
That's how mine is.
Okay.
Okay.
Davida, 1 second. Carolyn, no, it's a different person because they're both in here right now at the same time.
Where?
In chat,
There's not
Elizabeth
the-
T and Elizabeth F.
No, I see two Elizabeth F's.
No, there's an Elizabeth T that's not a
there
member.
I see her. Okay.
Please don't ever doubt me.
Okay. Oh, so Elizabeth F. Okay, is our newer Elizabeth. But Elizabeth T is, because I'm looking now, and now I understand. So Elizabeth F. is newer, right?
Yes.
Yes. But still a very big chatter. That's what threw me for a loop. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, Scooter, rudely interrupted you.
So I'm gonna. Oh, so anyway, what it was is when you put the bobbin back into its, I guess it's called a casing or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The part when you sometimes take it out to clean the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, there was two little plastic pieces that you would move towards the bobbin to keep it locked in. Well, those were made of plastic
Right.
and they both snapped off.
But can I tell
So
you
I have
something? If
nothing-
you knew Elizabeth T, she could make you a new piece because she has a 3D printer.
Really?
If you knew Elizabeth T, who's in the chat,
See, Lisa
Wow.
H.
she
That's
has a
what I'm
3D
saying.
printer, then she could make you a new plastic piece, right, Elizabeth T? That would be no problem. If you saw that piece, you could make that piece for Davida, right?
Thanks, AJ Vintage.
So
Well,
if
she
those
never
people
did
if
doubt
those
me.
people don't have that piece, and I don't know how somebody doesn't have that piece, but Elizabeth T could make that piece.
Well, yeah, they're going to have to jimmy up something because if they were able to fix it, because without it, like I told you, nothing's holding that bobbin in. I
And the
can't
other
sew
thing,
without a
the other
bobbin.
thing I'm thinking that could help you is that either those, those little pellet things that you melt and you can mold them to whatever you want, and they can
Yeah.
fix something. And then there's also something at Target that they sell like that. It's almost like this putty thing, and it fills in and then like hardens to be anything you want it to be.
They should have made metal, not plastic, for this.
I'm
Plastic
sure.
was
I'm
a
sure a
stupid move.
welder or somebody could make you a piece of metal.
Right.
Danielle says we also have an Elizabeth S. Okay, and for thank you, Shannon. But Elizabeth T has that printer.
She is peace shaming me.
Who somebody's
Right. I'm going to cry when I get off here.
Who's P shaming you?
I don't know, you, maybe, I don't know.
P shaming you.
Danielle said she's peace shaming you. You know, the little piece, and she's laughing.
MRB
For the
very,
piece,
very
for my sewing
family
machine.
members, the Italian Sons and Daughters of America. I don't know. I'm sure that yes, I can just about guarantee you that some members of my family are members of that. Yes. I'm looking for Elizabeth. Oh, for
How's your
corn's
sewing
sake.
machine working?
Oh, she said, "Oh, for corn's sakes, Davita, send me a picture of the dang thing." Elizabeth T said that.
Oh, for corn's sake, I don't think I have it. It broke.
Oh, for corn's sake, can you find the picture somewhere?
I don't know. They don't make them anymore.
I'm sure there's a part. Believe me, somewhere someone has a part or a diagram of the part.
I'll have to look.
Okay, that's what everybody said. And so you have
All
to
right.
go to the Hobby Lobby tomorrow. So we wish you well at the Hobby Lobby tomorrow.
Yes, have a good day at
We
work.
hope your day will go smooth and quickly, and then you will be back
Oh,
in your
yes.
chair again with your feet up on a nice cozy ottoman, eating something delicious.
Wait a minute, Kevin. Did I say I missed him and I wanted him back on? The next time I
knew
say
I
that,
should
hit
get
me.
on here before you started playing the victim. Oh my gosh, yeah. We want you
Cork it, Kevin.
Don't worry. Yeah, and then you'll have the little ottoman and somebody will bring you a nice cold drink.
That ain't gonna happen. Believe me.
No.
And maybe a nice foot bath soak while
I
you
would
sit
love that.
there. While you sit there.
That's not gonna happen.
Might be. It might
They're
happen.
gonna rush me around everywhere.
How are you, Gambler? How are you? Good to see you, Gambler. Haven't seen you in a long time.
One more year, just one more year.
Hobby Lobby. You'll miss it one day. Now, would you be surprised if I said you'll really miss it?
Really?
You probably
Keep
will.
telling me that.
You probably will. Enjoy it,
Okay.
right?
All right. Well, have fun tomorrow, everybody.
You too, Davita. You too, Two Scooter.
Thank you, you too, and you too,
Two
Davita, and
Scooter
everyone
check.
here.
Thank you. You
I'm
too,
going to start
Scooter.
calling you Two Scooter Chick all the time.
Yep. I
Instead,
call her VP.
instead of just Scooter, I'm going to call you Two Scooter Chick. All right, Two Scooter Chick, you have a good night. And you too, Davita Lane creates. And,
Remember, I'm the vice president now.
okay, Two Scooter Chick, VP.
And someone said I was the secretary.
I
of
was just going to
state.
say that. I was just going to say that because we used to play club. And yes, we always had a secretary, to Davita Lane create secretary. And we'll see you guys at the club later on.
Yay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
little rascals.
Thanks for everybody coming to our club meeting. We've hit everything on the agenda. So we're just going to, we should have an agenda. So we're just going to go. And Lisa D, too bad you couldn't make it for the treasurer. You should have really been here. But
Yeah,
it's
dang
all
it.
right. You couldn't give your treasurer's report. And it's been noted by the secretary. All right. That you missed another meeting. All right. But we'll see you guys later on. And see you later. Breathe.
Okay.
Delinda Uri
Love
says,
y'all. Have a
breathe.
wonderful
Everybody
day.
breathe. That's a good thing to
too.
remember. Keep that. Let's keep that for tomorrow. Breathe. Prayers for all that need them. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Stay
Bye.
kind. Be nice. Don't be a racist. Bye.
See ya.